Welcome to the Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast. This week's episode is sponsored by Patreon member Peter Hodge. This week we're joined by Randy, Alex, Eric, Corey, and Evan. Jamin should be on shortly, and Jason may or may not be on. Before we begin, Corey, Peter Hodge has a question for you.
Oh no.
In Lord of the Rings, what half-elf character renounced her eternal life to marry the mortal Aragorn and later dies at the age of 2,901?
Yeah. That's Aragonis.
Judges?
Played by Amy Lee, the leader of Evanescence in the live action.
Dude, I would watch that.
Alex, I love that you had the same thoughts of raise your hand like I did.
Well, I can't interrupt him.
Nope. Corey, I'd say you got the first letter right. Actually, the first two.
With an E or an I?
Oh, never mind.
Never mind.
No, neither of those. I thought you went with an AR, and that would be correct.
What's the answer?
If we tell you the actress, maybe it was played by Liv Tyler.
Oh, that her dad's lead singer of Aerosmith.
Correct. Partial credit.
Oh, I can picture her now. Yes. Yeah, I would never guess her name. Which I did get trolled a lot for my lack of Lord of the Ring knowledge, but whatever, fucking nerds.
Have you seen the movies at least? Like, you've seen them all, right?
How many are there?
3.
I've definitely seen the first 2, but it's probably been.
Well, nothing important happens in the third one, so I wouldn't worry about it.
It's probably been at least 8 years since I've even seen like parts of one of them.
So as far as you know, they're just walking and walking.
Yeah,
that's pretty much the movie, though. Like that's the whole series. That's kind of the whole thing.
Can we do an episode that's like Mystery Science Theater, and we'll live like stream us watching it with Corey?
And actually, the last time I think I saw Lord of the Rings, it wasn't even Lord of the Rings. It was the Warcraft movie. So I don't know how long it's been since I've seen Lord of the Rings.
Did we get the answer? Actually, I didn't catch it.
I was waiting. I figured one of you guys would spit it out by now.
Alex raised his hand first.
What you got, Alex?
That's Arwen. That's all I got for you.
Like a dude name right there. Arwen. Hey, Arwen, what's going on?
Peter, good question. Keep them coming. I like this segment. I saw Peter at Heiser Creek, and I told him I really enjoyed that comment, and we were talking about it. It was funny.
We also have a guest this evening, just back from Finland. Ryan Nelson, why are you going to Finland?
Well, was always looking for an excuse to make somewhere epic for like my 100th official UDisc course. And so we had just done a real nice trip for my wife for her 40th. And so it was my time to plan a trip. So I figured we'd head out to Finland for the World Championships and snag a couple of courses for my my collection. So we went out to Finland for about a week or so.
Did you already have a passport?
Yeah. We had a passport. You don't have a passport, Corey?
Corey definitely doesn't have a passport.
No, I do. I had to get one to go on that cruise I went on. But of course,
okay.
Knowing me, I got the passport card. The one that you
Oh, Lord.
What did you save? Like $50 getting the card and not the book?
I don't think.
And now if you have to go overseas, you're going to have to get a passport?
I think one of the things is I did it kind of late, and I don't know. I think the passport book would have took longer than the card. And also, who am I? I got everything I need right here, baby.
How did you even get into the tournament? Is it difficult to get into?
Oh, no, I didn't play the tournament. I just watched.
Oh.
Yeah. There was only one time when I actually qualified for Worlds. When it was in Vermont. I think that's the year you played, right, Jamin?
Yes, and I know exactly where the story is going, and it still makes me uncomfortable.
So I went to register for Worlds the year it was in Vermont because my rating was like at an all-time high and over 980. And so I went to register, and there were still spots available. And I didn't know that you had to be a certified official to register. So I had to like take the test on the spot, totally blind, open book. And by the time I finished the test and was able to finish registration, I was like locked out and like 200th on the wait list, which was like a total bummer because it was, right in our backyard. But no, we just went out to watch and check out Helsinki for, half a week before we went up to Tampere. It was awesome.
Other than maybe even disc golf, what was your favorite parts?
Yeah, I mean, we spent a couple of days in Helsinki, which is like the capital, and it's on the southern part of Finland, like right on the Baltic Sea. And so, we tried to do all the Finnish things. We went to 2 different saunas, which I don't know, maybe been in like one sauna in my life before, but Like in Finland, it's like a way of life. Like they all do it once or twice a week. Most Finns like have saunas in their home, even if they're in apartments, like they have sauna rooms and stuff like that. I don't know what the medicinal qualities are, but you definitely get super hot and sweaty, might soak out some toxins or something, but it's just like the act of sitting in the sauna, getting nice and toasty, and then jumping into the Baltic Sea immediately afterwards is like part of the experience. It's just like the most refreshing thing ever. And then you just rinse and repeat, like no pun intended. Like then you go back in the sauna once you're too cold from the sea, and then you go back in the sea, drink a beer, and it's an experience. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, what a beautiful part of the world to be in, honestly.
Yeah, and the weather was like abnormally hot up there. So usually, around this time, it's like, of course, it's summer, so there's like a lot of daylight, but usually still it's about like 70 degrees. And while they were there, during Worlds in the week prior, it was like the hottest it had been in like a decade up there. So it was like 75 and 80 and beautiful while we were up there. So the weather was pretty awesome. So yeah, the saunas were cool. I mean, Helsinki is a pretty underrated international city as far as I'm concerned. Like they had great stuff to eat, great places to drink. We took a couple of ferries out to the different islands they have right outside of the city. One of them was like an old Finnish fort, so we toured that. They had another island that was hosting like an art show. So we like walked around this 3-mile trail and went in and out of a whole bunch of old bunkers that had art exhibits and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool. It was a cool spot to check out before we went up to take the train up to Tampere to see the actual tournament.
Helsinki also hosted the northernmost summer games.
Oh, interesting. I remember reading that. And they invented like a drink for that Olympics, and it was like called the long drink, and it's basically just like gin and grapefruit and seltzer, and they still sell it to this day, and it's like on tap everywhere, and it's pretty good, pretty refreshing.
Is Helsinki a disc?
Yes, it is.
All right.
Graham Discs, June 30th, 2025. Did you actually get any of the Graham Discs while you were out there?
Graham Discs? No, I only bought 2 discs while we were out there. In our like players pack, we got.
Well, if you weren't a player, how'd you get a player pack?
Well, you know what I mean. The VIP merch pack to make the $250 each that we spent on our tickets worth it. They gave you a couple of discs and a baseball hat.
Snapback?
I just don't wear it's like a flat brim, like definitely a Gannon Burr type hat that I would never wear. So I don't even know what the back looks like.
But it's not mesh.
Give it away. No. It's like just like white canvas. It's nothing I'll ever wear. But
for $250, it better not be mesh.
I was definitely going to talk about like the value, because I think that's always like interesting. It's like, well, what did you pay and what was the experience? What was the merch you got? Because they had so many different tiers of tickets for the tournament. So like it's, obviously on 2 different courses. It's on the Beast and on the Monster, which is the one in Tampere, which is a lot more wooded. But if you go to the Beast, like anybody can just walk up to the park. So it's basically free for anybody to spectate. But they had dedicated VIP areas, but there was like different levels. So we got like the lowest level VIP. So there was like a couple of stands that were accessible only to area VIP holders around the 18th hole. And then the wooded section of the Beast, which is like holes 4 through 8, was only accessible to the area VIP holders. But if you wanted to like be on the fairway or like right behind the card, you had to pay for either the fairway VIP or the front row VIP, which were like, they gave you stools and you had to like sprint around and follow the chase card, and they'd like set you up right on the fairway, just kind of out of eyesight, which is pretty wild. But all of those VIP tickets, like they sold out almost instantly, and all that was left was the area VIP one, which is the one that I got. They had lunch for you every day, and 3 discs and a hat. So I thought it was, relatively good value.
What were the discs?
That's a good question. One of them was like a Sparkle Champ MD3, and they just had the generic Pro World stamp on it. And then some Latitude putter and, some fairway of some sort. I think it's probably also like a Latitude or a Discmania. Nothing that I'll throw. So if anybody wants any Pro Worlds discs, let me know. I'll give you to them at cost.
Do they have a fancy stamp on them?
Not really. Have you seen the Pro World logo that they had and all the media?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that. It's pretty lame, honestly.
Bland.
Yeah, pretty bland.
You'll sell all 3 for $250.
I probably could.
There you go.
I was just going to give them away to the people at Beacon, but I don't know. I'll take a look at eBay and see how things are going.
If you buy all 3 for $250, you throw in a hat.
Nice.
Yeah, right.
Free shipping.
And the authentic neck pass for the VIP member. Give him the whole.
Yeah, I got that.
Experience.
I got one of those. Got my lanyard for sure. You know, one thing that we didn't take advantage of that we probably should have, and in hindsight, but I was just so wiped. They had a party on Sunday after the championships for all of the players and for the VIP holders, and motherfucking Darude, the DJ that did Sandstorm, he's Finnish. He like played at the party.
Oh, really?
which is just absolutely wild. So we missed that. Like we literally walked all the way there and just saw how crowded it was, and we were just like, screw that. Let's just go grab some beers instead. So it was pretty wild. I think the value is there for sure.
I don't know. That's crazy. I'm trying to ask questions in not a snarky manner.
Why?
You can be as snarky as you want.
Because I think of like, okay, you go to a baseball game and you sit in one seat and it's like all the action's happening in front of you.
Yeah.
With disc golf and regular golf, you either pick a spot and just watch one hole, or how does that work? Do you follow anybody?
Yeah, it's a great question. And that's why like some courses are set up so perfectly for like, I'm curious, like I know Jason's been to like USGGC and I'm sure it's probably similar, but like at the Beast, it's very easy to follow the card. So what we would do is we would start on hole 1, and anybody could do this. You start on hole 1, you watch them tee off, and then you go to the next hole, hole 2, and hole 2 and hole 3 basically play parallel to each other. So you can stand in the middle, watch both. And then you got to go into the woods and watch 4 to 8. And that was only the 2000 VIP or so. And so it was a little bit more, like not as packed in there. And then as soon as they went out of the woods, you could go and watch like 9 and 10 and 11 are all sort of in the same area. And then we would just go to 16, which was the island hole, watch them throw into the island, and then walk up to 18 and go to the stands. So like by our third day at the Beast, we had kind of locked in like the best route to take in order to see all the action and not miss anything, but also not just be like running alongside the cards the entire time. So that was like the Beast. But at the Monster, which was like the wooded course, if you didn't have that fairway VIP, you couldn't even go into the birch forest. You could only basically spectate like 3 or 4 holes. So it was like a very different experience at that wooded course.
How many rounds did they play?
They played 5. They did 1 on the Beast the first day, and then 2 back-to-back at the Monster, and then Saturday, Sunday was back-to-back at the Beast.
And how much of it did you watch?
We spent the entire day at the Beast on Saturday. I guess on Friday, we went to both the Beast because we thought we were going to get our VIP stuff at the Beast because that's where they said they were. And then only the B pool was playing there. So we like wandered around, just kind of got acclimated, saw like some of the B pool playing, like Scott Stokely and a couple other folks that were out there. And then we went to Tampere and saw the back half of the men's round on that Friday. And then we missed basically the best round of the tournament. So on Sunday morning, we actually went to play the Monster. They had offered spectator rounds to the VIP pass holders. And so we had like a tee time for like 8:30 in the morning to play the Monster. But that was when the women had their final round. And that was like the best round of the entire tournament. So I missed the whole damn thing, like the playoff, Ida and Own in the battle and all that stuff, which was
spoilers, dude. There's probably some people that haven't watched the Jomez yet.
It's like 2 weeks later. You're not wrong, though. People were like yelling me at like Beacon Dubs on the Wednesday following. It's like, come on. You've had a couple days. But yeah, and then we saw the final round for the men on Sunday, which was just epic. I mean, the crowds were insane. It was just wild how many people were there spectating.
Did you experience any hiccups, minus the VIP passes not being where you thought they were going to be? But like, I mean, they kept saying 10,000 people or whatever. To me, it seemed like more than 10,000 people.
Yeah, a couple issues here and there. Of course, like the first thing that happened. So my wife's not a frolfer, right? So she was just like a trooper this entire week. She definitely was invested and was a trooper. But on the first day of the Beast, when we were just like wandering around watching the B pool, she got hit with a disc.
Oh.
Like not hard.
Did you wander into the fairway or?
No, we were on 18 and 18s, the basket is so close to the OB and like just this major walking path. And so we were just walking, and all of a sudden I just hear 4, and I'm like, of course, she's going to get hit the first day that we're spectating, and it's just going to be a disaster. Yeah, disc came up short, bounced, and like slammed her in the back of the knee. That was great.
Did you kick it in bounds or?
No, there was no way. It was there's like barriers up and stuff like that. Honestly, there was no real hiccups. I mean, there were some times where like you didn't really know you were walking on a fairway, but they had so much crowd control out there. You know, they would quickly yell at you if you were about to get in the way of something. But honestly, the most frustrating thing about spectating at either course was it was impossible to buy a goddamn beer, which is like just so much revenue lost.
They didn't have enough servers, or like?
No, you had to go inside. Like at the Beast, there's only one place you could buy beer, and it was all like. And Evan's like, "Who gives it? Who gives a shit?" It was all this low ABV stuff. It was like 2.5% beer. So like, I wised up by the last day and brought my own 6-pack and a little cooler. But yeah, it just felt like a missed opportunity revenue-wise for them. But overall, like, I don't think there was really any hiccups. Like logistically, everything was, really professionally ran. It was really clear where you couldn't go. I mean, they were shushing people left and right. That's for sure. They treated it super. It was like we were at the Masters. It was nuts.
Did you get any pictures of anybody or anything?
Yeah, you just run into people all the time. If you wanted like autographs, you could have gotten tons and tons of autographs. Like I definitely ran into a lot of people. Like Nate Sexton was like in the security line with me. I made some corny joke about my Firebird being a dangerous weapon and holding up the line, and he he's kind of like, yeah, good one, dude. And I just went and shrank back into my shell. Yeah, no, you definitely run into a lot of pros out there.
But you didn't get any autographs?
No, I didn't have a Sharpie, and I don't know.
For $250, they didn't give you a Sharpie?
No, we didn't even get a Sharpie in the back. I know,
man. Was that $250 American or converted?
I was $250 American. I'm pretty sure
you bought the tickets before you left, I assume.
Yeah. We
so
bought
any conversions was done. I got you. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, I'm hung up on this $250 for playing one round of disc golf, but that's just me.
Yeah. Oh, but Pat, I had to pay an extra $20 to play the spectator round.
Oh, you got like the right to play for the $250, and then you had to pay to actually play. Okay. Yeah, okay. All right.
Yep. I'll tell you that like the Tampere course, the Monster, it's just such a perfect course. There's really only like 3 or 4 holes out there that, Corey, that you couldn't birdie. That certainly I couldn't birdie. Everything out there is like just if you can throw 350 feet controlled on some very specific lines, you can get into the circle. Maybe you got to push 400 on a couple of them, but like it just felt like it was just the perfect course.
I could go 10 down?
I'll tell you, I went 8 up.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, Corey, you could probably go 10 down if you can go 8 up. Yeah.
When I go over there, I got something to shoot for.
Yeah. I mean, it was tough playing it blind. Like a lot of the shots are blind. Like hole 2, which is like a huge hyzer. Like I didn't even try. I played from the women tees on a couple just because I didn't want to lose a disc. And of course, we're on a tee time with a bunch of strangers, so I didn't want to like hold anybody up too long. It was cool though. Played with 2 guys from like Perth, Australia, and then the other 2 on the card were from Germany. A lot of people showed up from all over the world to watch.
Did they all speak English?
Yeah, except for the one German guy. He must have been in his, I'd say, late 50s would be my guess, and he must have shot like 112 over the course of that round. It was rough, and all he kept on doing was just screaming 9. Like almost every throw, even his good throws, he was upset with. It was hilarious.
And you were like, "No, dude, you got a 12."
Right.
So you said you went to increase your course count. What about some other courses you played?
I had already gotten to like number 98 while I was in the States, and it was like really tough for me over the last couple of months to not play another because I knew I was going to play at least 2, and I wanted the Monster to be number 100. So I only got 1 extra course out there, and it was the most Uberable course from Helsinki, and it was called like Tali Disc Golf Park. It had been on like the Prodigy Pro Tour in like the pandemic time. It was just like a nice wooded course, really tight, out of bounds. Had a cool triple Mando on one of the holes in the front 9. That was pretty awesome, like a man-made structure to get through, similar to like USDGC. And yeah, it was a pretty awesome course. A lot of great par fours, a lot of birch trees. Yeah, it was a pretty nifty course. And it was, just 20 minutes from like Helsinki proper. So it's definitely the most popular course there. There was a lot of folks out.
Did you have to make a tee time to play there?
No, that one I just showed up.
Cool.
They had a pretty sweet tournament central set up. Like they had like an old storage shed with a whole bunch of picnic tables and a big pergola out there. So it seemed like a great place for weeklies.
Back to the actual tournament. How much time did you spend at hole 16 watching that green?
So there's so much like controversy about that hole. I mean, we were there when we saw Ida blow up and miss like 5 times getting to the island. And it was just devastating.
Was anyone in the crowd crying?
Honestly, I looked around and you know what it reminded me of? I'm not like... It reminded me of the third play of the Jets 2 seasons ago when Aaron Rodgers started and tore his Achilles, because the entire audience, everybody watching, was just like mouth open, just like like on the verge of tears. Just the most people I've seen disappointed in public since that incident, since that Jets game.
Damn.
It's just such a great hole to watch because the back of the green is sloped up. So you've got a nice hill that you can watch. And to the left of you, you can see them tee on 15, which is like the really big par 3 that kind of goes to an island with an elevated basket. And then 17 is right behind you. So you could basically just hang out there all day and like just watch people miss the island and ruin their tournaments. But yeah, that was brutal. Going into that hole, I think it was round 4, Ida had, I think, like a 13-stroke lead or something like that. And then she blew 10 of them on that hole because Henna had eagled it, which was wild. It was like an awesome shot. But yeah, brutal hole.
So you think she should have laid up?
I mean, yeah. The thing is, when you look at it from, like, I kind of like walked onto the fairway at one point just to kind of see what it was like. From where she advanced to like where the out of bounds line is, if she were to have laid up to like the open area on like the farthest side of the fairway, it doesn't make it that much closer, like maybe 50 feet. I mean, maybe 60, but it really didn't seem like it was going to make it that much easier. And of course you're thinking, well, I just threw it twice, 3 times. I just got to dial it in, So, I mean, she should have, right? I mean, she had such a huge lead. She should have just played for 5 and probably not even have gone for the island in the first place. But it's tough to, when you're shooting well, you don't want to like question yourself, I guess. You're like, why can't I make this shot?
And I mean, this is like is it even 300? Like, is it like, well, depending on where you land in the fairway, but it's really only like a 280
250,
to 330 tops, hyzer.
Exactly.
I can't imagine the pressure at 15 years old, though.
Oh, yeah, and probably 2,000 people watching you. I mean, just in person, not even at home.
Yeah, yep. Second place at that event is nothing to scoff at whatsoever. Yep. So she should be really proud, but I can only imagine what that. Yeah, I think it was the biggest crowd a DGPT event has ever had. They had like 25,000 spectators.
What was also wild was the numbers they did on like the Finnish TV. They basically like broadcast it on like their PBS essentially. RIP PBS. But they had something like 1 million Finns tune in, which is like, I don't know, probably like a 1/7 of the population. Like our Uber drivers were all like following along. It was wild. Everybody knew. We went to this wing joint and they were giving out like minis with like like World's logos and stuff. Like it was wild.
Instead of coasters.
Yeah, no, this honestly, of all the merch I got, this is my favorite thing. It's just like a mini with the World's logo and then like the wing joints logo on it.
Nice. Would you do it again?
Yeah. I mean, if you look at Worlds over the next 3 years, it's going to be in Michigan, which, I don't know, pass. No offense to Michiganders out here.
I only know of one.
Wait, in this call? Or
no. Just,
okay.
Jeff.
Michigan Jeff, yeah.
Here in spirit.
I work with a guy that lives in Michigan, fellow Frolfer. But yeah, no, I mean, it's in Michigan, which, no, I'm not going to go out to Michigan. But then I think in 2028, it's going to be in Portland, Oregon. So that I would definitely consider. I've only been to Portland briefly. I didn't really get to hang out there at all. And it's at the Glen de Vere course and Milo McIver, which are both beautiful. But then I think in 2029, it's back in Estonia, which is literally right across the Baltic Sea from Helsinki. So we'll probably go back, I would say, to when they host it in Estonia. And it's going to be tough to one-up it, but I know that the European Disc Golf Festival, where they had the major there the 2 weeks prior this year, it looks like it's set up very well for spectators. They've got the huge amphitheater there where they've got a couple of holes, and I think they're building a new course to accommodate the two courses for the tournament. So I think we'll be back for Estonia for sure.
Are you cool with hanging, or you got to get going?
Yeah, no, I'm cool to hang.
Okay. There were a couple events I wanted to go through with these guys playing.
I know I wanted to come in and talk about Worlds, but it's really just a big dupe. It's time for Ryan's Hockey Hour.
Oh, it's happening.
No,
hour.
This is not a drill, everybody. It's happening.
It's not even October yet.
There's nothing to say. I'll check back in 6 months. We got a new coach. That's where the hope is.
Oh, so the Jets and the Rangers got new coaches? Hey.
They did. Yeah, Aaron Glenn.
You wouldn't happen to be a Yankee fan, would you?
No. Is there a new management?
No, but from what I hear, they're hoping. The fans are at
funny.
least. So maybe I was hoping for you maybe get the triumvirate.
The
right,
trifecta.
Yeah, the trifecta. All right. So on Friday, we had the Discap Series 2025 number 5. The last official flex. They're still the volunteer, but that's a shotgun start, right?
Yeah.
So the Discap Series 2025 number 5, tournament director Mike Schwartz. Was this at Prospect?
Yes.
All right. 69 players.
Nice.
I'll go through some of the divisions. Mixed amateur under 15, Matthew Lucht was your winner there. Brandy Hudson won FA3, women's amateur 3.
Whoop.
MA3, mixed amateur 3 was Joseph Goyette III, shot a -4, beat Ari Fruchter and Jake Hugh by 3 strokes. Is that another? Isn't there a fourth out there too?
Yeah, they played on the same card.
Oh, okay.
Along with me.
There's a lot of them Goyettes.
Right?
Eric, you played MA2, didn't you?
Yeah, I showed up.
How'd that go?
He was there. I saw him. That's true.
I was definitely there. As people might know, Prospect is definitely a home course to me, so I'm very comfortable there, but just didn't have a great start, didn't warm up much other than putting. Not to, drop numbers. I wasn't doing too well going into the back on hole 9, and get to hole 9, Dennis Daly, F Dennis, calls it, says, "You're going to turn around, you're going to ace right here." I'm like, yeah, all right. So I'm back of the box, of course, because I think bogeyed 8 somehow.
Yeah, you were +6 through 8.
Thanks, Evan. God damn it.
Double bogeyed 8.
Are you
Well, the score's right here. Sorry, continue.
All right, whatever. Threw my Silva Proxy, same shot I usually do, and it hit the ground 10 feet in front, skipped up, and just dropped right in for the ace. And that definitely at least made up for the day, because ended up with +6 in the end, but won $120.
That's a downhill shot, right?
Yeah, that's the one that Ross didn't tell you about the OB on when he shot.
Yeah, well, there were multiple that nobody told me the OB on, but that was one of them.
I think 11 is the one that got you, Pat, but this is the one that's steep downhill,
Yeah. 9 would have got me if I realized, because I would have never thrown a forehand, because that's basically saying if you don't hit that tree, you're going OB.
Yeah.
Is that one of the greens that has the rollaway potential?
Big time.
Oh, wait, that's all the greens.
Yes.
That's
goddamn
park.
close.
It's the whole park.
Yeah. But no, it's a tricky one. That's a good ace to get. Is all
I've shot 11 down there before, so to shoot a +6 is pretty brutal, but it made up for it a little bit. I was having a good time. I was with Kurtz, Dennis, Josh, and Lenny, and so it was a great time.
What number ace is that for you?
That would be 6.
Nice.
Yeah.
How many of them are at Prospect?
That is my second one. I've gotten 18 and now 9. So I'm still hunting a few there.
Okay, 18. That's a good one. All right, so that was in MA2, and Ross O'Toole and Mark Davidson both shot -5 to win there. They got Joseph Goyette IV by a stroke and Justin Hickok by 2 strokes.
So is it time for Ross to move up to MA1? What do we think?
At Prospect, yes.
That was kind of a joke because, he just moved to MA2. So good job, Ross. Nice win.
Oh, okay. Nice. MA60, mixed amateur 60, Peter Cornish shot a -2, the only one under par there. MA50 was a tie at -1 between Kay Klein and Ron British Tire. Krista Kovac won the FA40 Women's Amateur 40 division. What about MA40, Evan? How'd that go?
It went well. It was a great day. I had all 5 flexes this year. I took the second tee time available, which was 10 minutes after noon. I was playing with Brian Monahan. So we both got there to kind of warm up a little. I asked him what he wanted to do. He said, let's just start playing. So we started on 1, and I could not hit a line. I didn't know how to hold the disc. Just one of those things where you kind of forget how to play for a little bit. But we played the front 9, and I kind of remembered how to do it, and it all came back. So by the time we made it back to the parking lot, before the round, ready to go, met up with John Steffen, who was playing an MA1, and we were also carted up with Jake Hugh, who I believe you mentioned earlier came in second in MA3. And I know John and had not met Jake, but he was a really, really nice guy, and we had a good card. So we started on hole 1, and somehow I got the first 4 birdies in a row. As Mons said to me after, I think, the third one, he's like, dude, you're in the flow state. Just ride it. And it was nice because I wasn't having to putt. I was just really connecting off the tee. Those first 4 holes, I like to say, you'd like to get 2 of those because they're all kind of gettable, but to get all of them was pretty cool.
Eric, how many of those did you get?
Good question.
That's a great question, Pat. I literally had 0 birdies. So it was, it was an interesting round in all of the worst ways. Literally every shot that you have, like where we've played in the dark, blind, I can play the course blind, wasn't hitting any of the birdie holes. Like I started to warm up towards the back clearly, but just was way too late. I sunk myself. And when you're not scoring, it's just not helping.
I'm sorry.
No worries. I'm glad that was a good point of reference.
Yeah, thanks, bud.
I mean, I got to the 5th tee just trying not to be, too excited. Just like, okay, I've birdied all these holes before, just usually not in a row. So first one to throw on hole 5, disc comes out early, hits first available on the left, and I kind of turned around everybody laughingly and was like, all right, pressure's off at least. Not going to shoot 18 down. So from there, I had to pitch out, scrambled up. Actually, I pitched out in a pretty nice upshot up the tunnel because I was pretty far back with an easy tap in bogey. Took another bogey on 7, which was frustrating. It was not a good tee shot. I hit the trees on the left there, just kind of where the first hill crests. But I made a great upshot to get close enough that I should have made that putt. Didn't make that putt. That's okay. And then just had pars on holes 8 through 15. When we got to hole, I think we were on 14, and we heard some commotion, and Mon said to me, hey, do you think, was that loud enough to be an ace? And I was like, I don't know. I don't think so. I think somebody probably just made a big putt. And then we got to the tee of 15, and Eric's card was finishing 10. And then we found out that Eric had, in fact, aced. So that was exciting to learn about. Just to finish out the round, I took a birdie on 16, really nice upshot. And then 18, I threw a good drive out. It was like pin high, but to the right. So it's at the bottom of the hill, which I prefer the uphill putt, and was just kind of feeling the putt. So I gave it a good run and cashed that one. So despite the 2 bogeys, I finished 4 down. I was the first one to play in my division. So at that point I was leading, and it was kind of, this has happened in the flex before. The Thatcher flex was the only one I was really in position to do any kind of scoreboard watching. So I was watching to see Chris Palmer was out playing after me. I don't know Chris. Terry Hudson was also out, and then I knew Ryan Yaddow and Travis Winkleman were going to go later. So for the rest of the afternoon, my daughter and I were kind of peeking in and checking the scores. Looked like Terry and Chris weren't going to catch me, but Ryan, not surprisingly, had a hot round. Great golfer. Ryan went 6 down, so he beat me by 2 strokes. But for a while there, I was in the lead. Just put together a nice round, shot 928, well over my current rating. Just had a really good time. Great card. On the, I think it was the second hole, I had just met Jake Hugh. I wanted to mention this, and we were just kind of chatting, and he said, hey, you're not the Evan from the podcast, are you? I said, yep, that's me. And he pointed out that he had just started listening a couple months ago. I think he said Juliet told him about the podcast, and he said he really enjoyed listening to it. So shout out, Jake. It was nice playing with you.
Nice. You and your daughter were checking scores? Do you think she was that interested, or was it just you?
She roots for me sincerely, and I appreciate her. She's almost 9, and she's proud of me when I do well, and she's supportive when I don't. So thank you, Emma.
Evan, is it true that you shot a good round maybe 4 days before the flex, and then proceeded to have to throw a bad round to counterbalance, and it actually worked.
Well, yeah, I played with you Tuesday and shot 5 down, which is my best round ever at Prospect. And so when I found out Pro League was Wednesday, I was like, yeah, Pro League's at Prospect. Of course I'm going to go. It's on the way home from work. And I kind of predicted jokingly to Josh before the round, I'm going to have a bad round today, but that means I'll have a good round Friday. And that's kind of exactly what happened. So the timing worked out. Although the Pro League round is rated too. So it's not like I wanted to have a bad round, but it was nice to do well in the flex.
It just adds more to the superstitious aspect.
I definitely think there's something to that.
I think there's something to warming up for 9 holes before the tournament, although Brian Monahan might disagree. That didn't really work for him on this day, but it worked for me.
So you think there's something to it, but you have direct evidence that there isn't.
I think there's something to it for me, and I don't care about anybody else.
I definitely could have benefited from warming up for 9 holes.
Well, listen, buddy, if you were on the card with us, you could have been there.
Well, somebody took my spot. Things happen for a reason. We were together on Sunday. It's all good.
Yeah, and you had Dennis to call your ace, so that was good for you.
It's true. I can't hate on him tonight too much.
All right. So, like you said, Brian Yada won the MA40 division. Megan Bursell won the FA1 division. Women's Amateur 1. Alex, you played MA1? How'd that go?
I did. I signed up for the last slot available, as is, what I kind of have to do because I worked till 4 o'clock. Ended up on a card with 2 Joe Goyettes and a Jack Fruchter. Super nice people to play with, super smooth. It came in, saw the little tourney central that was set up, saw Greg Kurtz and all that. Classic stuff, all nice people to be around. Started off with a birdie, felt pretty good, basically parked, and then proceeded to par the next 5 holes. So I was feeling, not great, but then got hole 7, which is a difficult one, and then got a whole bunch more pars, and then birdied a couple of shots at the end to wrap up at -4. Hole 18 was actually pretty nice. There was a pretty big crowd by that point that I'd gathered, and I had an outside the circle putt to make a birdie to tie me for 3rd. Would have ended up like 6th or 7th if I hadn't hit it. So it ended up really mattering and made that putt, and everybody cheered for me for that one. So that was pretty nice. But yeah, a little bit disappointed I didn't get more birdies on the front, but had a pretty good back 9 to wrap it up.
Yeah, 4 people tied for 3rd. Kyle Moore, Ryan Lawrence, and Chandler Harvey. How many points you end up with?
55 points, which is pretty solid for, just a single round tournament. And it would have been like 40 points if I hadn't made that putt.
Yeah, that's cool. Tyler the Cannon Gannon came in 2nd there, shot -6, and Kevin Wen won it at -10, the MA1 division. Greg Kurtz won MP50, beat Jeff Wachowski by 4 strokes. The Tower of Power, Jason Gorsuch, won MP40 by 4 strokes over EJ Bilodeau. Megan Mercier won the FPO division. And your card mate, Jack Fruchter, won the MPO, -11.
We were looking at our scores at the end, and each of us scored -4. Myself and the 2 Joes each scored -4. And we were joking that it took all 3 of us to beat Jack's score of -11.
By 1 stroke. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, he beat Ryan's distant relative, Adam Nelson, by 4 strokes.
11 down.
Cousin
Like
Nelson.
a good double score there.
Oh, cousin? Okay.
Yeah, I should shout out Kevin Wynn because he plays for the Country Clubbers, shooting a preliminary 1,001 rated 10 down, which is awesome.
Nice. All right. Anything else on the Discap Series 2005, number 5? So the volunteer one, when is that? And where? Does anybody know?
November 2nd.
And it's at Stony Kill.
Sunday, November 2nd.
And he said that put it on Sunday so it doesn't conflict with any kind of team challenge kind of stuff. Would it? That's when New York does it, right? The first Saturday?
It'd be second Saturday.
Oh, second Saturday. So it doesn't really affect that, but it could affect New England team challenge.
Yep.
And there's 47 teams up north now. So, all right. Jamin, did you play any disc golf this weekend?
Nothing organized. Been getting out for practice round every now and then, which has been nice, but nothing real.
What's your next tournament?
Rally of Rochester this weekend, which is Squamish and Salmon Falls. I was signed up for AGA. I seem to find myself signed up for that tournament every year.
And never make it.
Yeah, this is the first one that I dropped out of, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just like, Naki's back on the menu, and I had a kind of annoying weekend last weekend playing a semi-blind course. So I was like, you know what? I've done this before. I don't want to do it again.
Especially Naki.
Yeah. And now it's 2 days. So it's 2 rounds, 2 days. Like, as you know, because you were there, the first AGA was 2 rounds, 1 day, which is wonderful. And I think every tournament should do that. But yeah, so that's my soapbox.
Well, I get your point. If it's going to be 2 rounds, make it 1 day. If you want to do 2 days, make it 3 rounds.
Totally agree.
Kind of worth your while. No?
Yep.
I think so. I really think that all of my favorite tournaments, the amount of rounds is above the amount of days. Yeah, it's just 3 rounds, 3 days. It's fun every now and then, and I do like those tournaments, but like it's a lot. 3 days, if I'm going to do a bunch of tournaments, a bunch of big tournaments, I'm going to have to be taking days off of work and all that kind of stuff, and that's just not what I'm looking to do.
Did you get your car situated?
No. I spent all of Thursday sitting in Monroe, New York, waiting for somebody to pick up my car. I'll give this random website that David Martin told me about a quick shout out because it saved me a ton of money because my car is dead and it's at this garage. So I thought that, whatever they were going to do is my only option. And so they were going to charge me $200 to throw my car away, which is them probably just turning around and selling it for $1,000,
Yep.
which is pretty ridiculous if you think about it. So Dave Martin had a car that died also, and he told me about this website called Pedal. You just put all your info in and they will buy it from you and they will pick it up. So I was able to sell my car for like just a little under $800, which for a car that's got 200,000 miles and no working engine is pretty freaking good.
Corey would have paid you.
I was going to say,
$250.
yeah.
I've been talking to Corey about it this whole time. He had all the chance in the world.
Yeah, I didn't want that piece. That thing's lived a hard life, a good but hard life.
He would have driven down to Monroe with his zero turn and towed it all the way back.
Yeah, the only thing that car was missing was a tow hitch. Then David would have really fucking put through some work.
Yeah, that's Corey also knows the whole history of me asking him exactly how many bags of stone I can put into my car at a time, and so he knows exactly how screwed that car was. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, Corey, but if I had played up the fact that you could start it with a screwdriver a little bit more, you might have taken it.
If I had a few more acres at my house and I could have a little field car track, it would have been a great candidate, like for a demolition derby.
But yeah, so I waited down in Monroe for them to pick up the car. It was like the cable company. They told me they were going to be there between 11 and 3 and got there at 6:30 at night. Except I wasn't sitting at my nice house. I was charging my phone at a quick check all day and doing field work and stuff. So that was honestly the most disc golf I did all week because I found a nice little football field and just kind of screwed around for a few hours.
Nice. I like those. Did it have lines on it?
No, but I had my rangefinder because I had all the shit out of my car finally.
Awesome. I mean, at least you sold the car, so that's
Yeah, I was pretty stoked to have a little bit of money in my pocket rather than spending a ton dealing with it.
Dealing with some guy on Facebook Marketplace for 2 weeks trying to make an extra $100, like whatever, hassle free. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Get it.
Another event that I wanted to go over was Fun in the Sun 2. Caitlin Clay, tournament director at SPW, had a larger pro purse than the Flex. Just pointing that out. Looks like 29 players. In the FJ12 Girls Junior Under 12, Lucy Relier is your winner there. Shot a plus 17. That's better than bogey golf. Elizabeth Curry won the FJ15 Girls Juniors Under 15. FA4 was Joey Lum. The FA3 Women's Amateur 3 Division, Brandy Hudson beat Jennifer Park by 1 stroke. FA2, Krista Kovac and Rachel Radiker were tied, but it looks like Krista Kovac won in some sort of tiebreak. Marcia Focht won the FA60 division with a -2. FA50, Women's Amateur 50, Carletta Darling beat Mindy Potts by 2 strokes. What were you saying earlier, Alex, that Mindy had a really good second round?
Yeah, struggled a little bit in the first round, but really came back in that second round to, get her way into second place. So, yeah, proud of her.
Had the hot round in the FA50 division. Alexis White won the FA1 division with a +2, and Daphne Chen shot a -5 to beat Amber Stout in the FPO division. That was on Saturday, and then Sunday was the Forever Young charity double sponsored by Dynamic Discs. Tournament director Peter Lundstedt in Middle Grove, New York. That's Heiser, right?
Yep, Heiser Creek.
And this was only 1 round?
1 round, best shot doubles. Yep, bring your own pair.
The over-under was -15. And then somebody did say they think that -18 might do it. I think Jamin might have said that because of the eagle potential. So we'll find out.
I think Randy was a big fan of 18 down.
I was definitely thinking 18 down, yep.
MA4, Mixed Amateur 4, David Vaccaro and Nick Consalvo shot -5 to win that division by 5 strokes. Evan and Eric, you guys played MA1?
Yes, we did. We got the band back together.
Yes, sir.
All right. And you guys were just trying to get better than +5, right?
I think that was a mark you had called out for us.
Well,
so
you know.
We didn't talk about it till after the round, but we both admitted that we were thinking that we had to beat +5 because we could not come on with and let you just razz us.
Yeah. I didn't want to even put it out there, but I'm glad that we're on the same page.
No, and for doubles, that should be easily accomplished, to beat that. But it was in my mind.
We were on a card with Jamie Borge and Peter Lauber, so fun card. What do you think, Evan?
I think the fun started before that. Eric came and picked me up, so we carpooled up there and just made a whole day of it. I have never had a chance to play in this tournament before. I was asking Randy a bit about it and where it's been previously, because I guess it's been a different location every time. It was cool. We kind of mentioned it earlier, but we knew there was going to be a shotgun start because we saw Morgan with the shotgun. And Peter was telling us, I think the first time he played there for a tournament, and he was on hole 1 and did not know that there was a shotgun about to be fired and hit the deck because it scared the shit out of him. So we're on hole 6 and heard distinctly what sounded like a gunshot. But again, there was a few in a row, and then it's that's too far away. Somebody else is shooting. But we eventually figured out when to start.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a 10:30.
We had so much fun, didn't we, Eric?
Yeah, I mean, we're a vibe card at the very least. You know what I mean? It's not all about the scorecard at the end of the day.
No, and I kind of went into it thinking that it was a charity tournament, and I was happy to be playing with you and just literally going to have a good time.
And we played clean. We had 1 bogey. We just really weren't in position to be scoring. You know what I mean? We weren't throwing poor off the tee. We just weren't really getting in close enough for good birdie positions, or they were a little chopped off or something. But we had a fun day. Definitely beat Pat's score, and that's all that matters in my mind. And didn't come in dead last, second to last. But
and I got a lot of good practice on 12-foot putts.
Well, Evan kind of hinted that -5. Did you guys reach the -5 threshold at all?
No, we had 3 birdies. We bogeyed our second hole, which is hole 7, which I think this was the 5th time I played Heiser Creek. So right now I couldn't even tell you what hole 7 is, but looking at the score, it's 249-foot par 3, and we bogeyed that. I don't even remember what happened.
I did have a shot on 12 in front of a little crowd that felt really nice, to get actually have a good 400-plus shot.
Oh, yeah, you crushed that. That was a good shot.
Thank you. I took the advice of bringing it out wide and letting the disc do the work and actually put it to work. But I think we still squandered that hole, actually.
We parred it.
Parsley.
Nice. You need to change your name to Birdsley.
Happy with a parsley. After the round, they had pizza. I did help myself to a slice of pizza and a bottle of water and a Diet Coke. And they were giving away a marksman basket. Probably, what would you guys say, an 80-foot throw?
Yeah, probably about 80.
Yeah, something like that.
About 80.
Basically like a CTP situation, but it was $1 a throw, and it seemed like as many as you wanted because I saw a lot of people go around many times. And then eventually got to the raffle.
Which was, quite a long while to get there, but we got to the raffle.
Took a while to get there, and then that took a while because they had so many prizes. I had bought 20 tickets for $20, and then Earl was leaving and gave us his tickets. And through all that combined, I managed to get what was it, Eric, a D2?
It was a special prize. He goes, I have a Isaac Robinson, 2-time world champ signed disc. And I go, my baby, Isaac. And literally the number he calls was a ticket from Earl. So I got the disc, and that was really cool.
It's actually a 2021 Gannon Burr Rookie of the Year stamp, but Isaac did sign it.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the most exciting thing, because then I got an uplink and came back to where we were standing, and I asked professional disc golfer Randy Bemis if he would sign it for me. And he said yes so fast. And what a cool signature.
So Ryan went all the way to Finland, and you got more autographs than he did?
Yeah, man.
It is sharp.
There's a disc cap buy sell trade page. I'm going to see what I can get for it on there. And legitimately, Randy does have a cool signature, and he put his PDJ number on it. It's
looks
very official.
Yeah, honestly, I'm excited for you to throw it and for people to ask whose signature it is.
I asked Eric if I could have the Ziploc bag that his Isaac disc was in, so I could put the Randy disc in there, but
I was willing to give it to you.
But it was a great time. Thank you to Peter Lundstedt and everyone who helped run that. And I think that the other guys that were there can probably tell you more about the history of it. But personally, playing in it, it was a great day, and I had fun with my buddy Eric.
Nice. The MA1 division looks like Brandon DeMarco and Robert Lindenthaler won that with a -13. Beat Logan Akins and Cody Kanine by a stroke, and Dylan Marshing and Levi Vadnais by 2 strokes. FPO Women's Pro Open, Carly Calzada and Caitlin Rommel won that with a -2. 1 stroke over Amber Stout and Krista Kovac. Corey and Randy, you guys both played.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Corey, how'd that go?
Yeah, I got in like kind of late. I think Kyle was going to play with Anthony Bohanski at first, but I got in, play with Kyle instead. I don't know. We kind of figured that I don't know if there's really ever been a doubles at Heiser, but with how short the holes are, like, and the eagle potential, like, people are going to shoot hot. We got there way too early. I thought I was going to start at 10, so I got there at 9, and then we didn't even start throwing until like 10:45. So like after warming up for like 30 minutes and like, all right, we should be starting soon. There was actually quite a bit of time before we actually started. And we were starting on hole 4, which is kind of one of the bigger bonus birdie holes. We thought we saw people throwing behind us, so we thought that we were going to start. Like, okay, I guess no shotgun. So me and Kyle both threw our drives, and they were dog shit. But then we realized that, like, oh, we didn't even get 2 minutes yet, so we got to pull those back. Once we did start, I'm like, oh, just throw the same shot. Like we were just saying on hole 16, just throw the same shot, just, correct for it. I actually threw it worse. And Kyle almost hit the people that was teeing off on hole 5. But we started off, Kyle hit a big, like, 55-footer on that hole to hit birdie. So I think we birdied, like, our first, like, 7 holes. Yeah, we're 7 down through 7, and we were off the pace by 1. At least 1, actually. Peter and Andrew, they got off to a hot start. They eagled hole 5 and aced hole 6. They were just at least 1 stroke ahead of the entire field the whole way.
So there were as many aces in the pro division as there were bogeys?
That number is 3, yeah.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
That's crazy.
Sounds like Heiser.
Yeah. And if you know Heiser, the course is pretty tight packed. So there was a lot of hooting and hollering and people having a good time out there. First of all, our team name was Bustin' Crusts. Another homage to the Uncrustable, the best team challenge item to bring.
So there were team names. Eric and Evan, what were your guys' team name?
Killer E's.
Yeah, we are the Killer E's.
I know this is coming. I should have screenshotted the team names.
What are you going to do?
But yeah, we started on hole 4. We all watched Bobby Hallam solo eagled hole 5, and then he also solo eagled hole 8 with like a step out, like a lean out Anheuser forehand from like 60 feet down that tunnel, just dead center chain. But yeah, me and Kyle, we basically we only took 3 pars. We eagled hole 16, and we still came up short by 1 stroke, shooting a 16 down with Peter and Andrew going 17 down with 4 eagles or 3 eagles and an ace. Maybe Randy is a better speaker to it, but I won't be able to give it justice. Peter Lundstedt, the TD, he gave like a great speech before the event started, with all the, what the tournament stands for and how, the charity work that it basically does, and try to remember the people that we've lost in the greater disc golf community. It was some pretty good speech work, and it was pretty moving. I think everyone is pretty appreciative of what he's able to put on every year with his events.
Yeah, every TD should really aspire to have Pete Lundstedt's energy at a tournament. He engages the whole crowd. I think some tournaments you think, players meeting, like this is a waste of time. But no, Pete does a phenomenal job. And he also knows how to get sponsors for events. Like so much money was brought in from that event. It was awesome.
I mean, there was 20 CTPs on 18 holes. And I think there was over 70 prizes to give away, including cart, 3 bags. There was a few bottles of liquor that someone donated, I think.
So over 70 prizes with 66 players. Not the rock wall ratio, but that's still pretty fucking good if you got more prizes than you got players. So what is the purpose of the event? We brushed over it last week, I think.
Yeah, well, so the purpose originally is, to remember disc golfers that we lost. It started with Sean Young, who was a Stony killer, but it has grown to be, to raise money for local disc golf and, raise funds for courses. So this year it is to pay for a kiosk at J Park and pay for the white layout at J Park. And I'm sure they raised enough money, honestly, at this one, just from Miguel's raffle buy-in, I think, alone. And yeah, I think every year he kind of tailors it a little bit differently. This year was focused on Tim DeFranco a little bit more. The tournament stamp disc had, a silhouette of Tim, and it was just a spot-on image of him throwing a forehand, which was pretty great.
Nice.
Randy, you said you knew Sean, right?
Yep, I knew Sean. He was the first Stony killer I ever officially played with. When I tried out for the team, I actually played against him to try out. So he was kind of my first impression of the team. And, I played the whole weekend with a mini with Sean on it. So it was a good way to remember him.
How was your round? You played with Tyler?
I played with Tyler. We basically smiled from year to year the whole time.
What was your team name?
It was great. It was my wife's girlfriend's, my wife's girlfriend's husband. Yeah, that's what it is. Which describes both of our relationships, like, to each other. But yeah, we had a really good time. You know, we were talking about the reality of shooting 18 down, knowing hole 4 is really, really hard to birdie, like even in doubles.
It looks like hole 4 and hole 10. Hole 4 had 1 birdie, 1 bogey. Hole 10 had 1 birdie, 1 bogey, and everybody else parred. So those are the two like difference makers, I guess, holes.
Yeah, so I mean, we started on 3, so 4 was, you know, the second hole we played, and we had a tough par on it, honestly. Like after that, it was kind of like, oh, you know, like reality set in. It's like, okay, 18 down is going to be tough if we struggle to get a par on that hole. But then, you know, we backed it up with an eagle. So it was immediately like, you know, we had erased hole 4, and then we parred 6, which is like the shortest, easiest hole. We both hit trees, and, you know, we're pretty early in our round at this point. So thought it was silly. We kind of just moved on, got through the front 9. I think only, can't do math, 7 down through the front 9, which I know sounds pretty good, but to us, we were like thinking we would do a little bit better. And then we got to the back 9, and we just birdied the whole rest of the course with pretty much no stress, you know, 12 birdies in a row to finish off. I was pretty convinced we had won, and then I pulled up the scores, and yep, they had beaten us by a stroke, even though they had an ace and 2 more eagles than us. So I think we got the most birdies. I guess we tied Corey and Kyle for birdies. We kind of had the same round, 1 eagle each, but it was a blast. So like hyzer in singles, you really need to think about like risk reward, and in doubles, when you don't, it is so much fun. One of us was putting in the fairway every time, and one of us got to get a little wild. It was awesome. I want to play doubles there more often.
Yeah.
You think if there was a second round, somebody would have got 18?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, we almost did it without an ace, so definitely doable. It's literally just hole 4 is like the one that is just, I don't know, like there was 2 birdies on the whole from the whole field on hole 4.
Well, what about 10? That didn't seem like too much activity there either.
So we got it. It's a really specific tee shot, and Tyler also had to make like a 35 footer. So like, yeah, it is a really hard hole. And yeah, looking at MA1, no one got it either.
In MA1, 17 played the toughest, actually. That's interesting.
Yeah, just with the eagle opportunities though, it's like if you get 1 eagle, you can at least delete one of those holes. So yeah, 18 is definitely a possibility.
Randy, don't feel bad about par on 6. Eric and I got a par as well.
It's just the shortest little hole. It was such a bad feeling after getting an eagle.
What's an eagle?
You just throw it less than everyone expects. That's it.
It's what you got at hole 9 at Prospect.
Yeah, Prospect.
Oh, okay. All right.
Both you and Tyler and Corey and Kyle got minus 16, and Peter Lundstedt and Andrew DeRaffi got minus 17. Did I pronounce his name right? DeRaffi?
I don't know. Sounds right.
Yeah, I have no clue.
Yeah. So, I mean, top 4 finished at 15 or better, including Peter Hodge and Bobby Don't Call Me Robert Hallam. I understand what you're saying. Like, it could be a fun 2-rounder, but would you get bored with that much? I mean, that just seems like you have to nail every shot. You guys shot minus 16, both of you on your teams, and you still lost. Is there something to that or no?
I don't know. I realized after, with it being like trophy only, yeah, the incentive of like a second round, I guess maybe you're not super driven to like absolutely crush it, you know, in a second round. But after finishing the first round, I was ready to just keep going. Like, it was a blast.
It's like a fun course to play doubles, not necessarily like competitive. I don't know. Yeah, I would still do it, but like I think that was just a fun layout to play in doubles after playing so many singles rounds there and knowing how like good or bad they can go, or great or terrible.
Maybe you do a 2-rounder, pure doubles, and then alternate shot doubles.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Balance it out a little bit.
But something about just the vibe of it being a charity event and for what it was about and for who it was representing. Like, whether we were shooting, but you're having a good time. So that's, and the amount of time it took to do the raffle and everything, we probably could have shot it around.
Yeah, I mean, I had a great time after the round just shooting the shit with Randy and Eric during the raffle.
Oh, yeah.
So.
It was great.
He signed your disc and talked to you? Wow.
I know. It really made me feel like...
Yeah, I had to tell my security to leave him alone.
It sounds like this tournament changes every year.
Yeah,
like the location.
Year it was in actually that Greek Peak course.
Okay,
that we just played,
and it's always benefiting like just fundraising for disc cap?
Not necessarily disc cap, I don't think.
Just
Yeah, I think it has changed up a
improvements?
little bit, but yeah, the money goes directly to some specific project.
Well, like Alex, you said it. They helped with a lot of the OKDGC. Was it last
Nice.
year or?
It was the first year they did it. They did it at Stony Kill. I want to say it was 2021 or 2.
Oh, so this has been going on 3-4 years now.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years because they've done Stony Kill. I want to say, did they do Greenville or was that something different? Or did they just donate to Greenville?
That was the Stonewall, yeah.
I thought I heard that this was the fourth one, but don't quote me on that.
It was Stony Kill, Oxbow was the second one, and then Greek Peak, and then, so 4 of them.
Nice.
Where's Greek Peak?
Portland, New York.
Okay, so it's not necessarily disc cap, but they're all in New York, I guess was what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah, Pete is from Greenville, so he definitely traveled for those ones, but yeah, he's keeping it in New York.
But that's kind of cool that that it travels around like that. Just next year, I got to make a note to start following it a little earlier because it's a great idea. And I mean, just from seeing him the way he was with getting the prizes and such for the Stonewall thing, I mean,
Yeah.
he's pretty good at it.
Yeah, same energy. It was great.
And that was a pretty rainy day
For the
too.
dog shit day. That day was terrible.
That's true.
Heiser was pristine. There was no bugs. The temperature was maybe a couple degrees too warm, but it was perfect. And for the tournament, I don't think anyone said this, but we just did like simplified OB rules where like if you're in the road, you're OB, like the actual paved road, and if you're surrounded by water, you're OB. Other than that, the lines didn't matter. So it kind of helped to...
I appreciated that.
Yeah, I think Randy brought up a good point earlier just about Peter's like presence, and just to give that a lot of credit because he had this like call and response and was able to get I don't even know how many adults, 50, 60 adults to clap on command. And it had me cry. I couldn't. It was like too controlled. It was like he had such good like control. It was really, it was impressive.
Nice. Any other events coming up? Gaw Greens 13 is this weekend. Registration closes on Friday at 9 a.m. Gaw Greens 13. A few of you have played the Mighty Gaw. Randy, you never have you?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't, no.
What?
Have you? You've never even played the course, right?
No, nope.
And you know what? If you're going to drive down this way, you're going to go to Warwick first. So I totally get that. That doesn't excuse you from not having played Warwick, but, you know.
No, you're right. Someday.
Gaw Greens is definitely... It's the more fun. It's the more casual layout of the Mighty Gaw. Like it basically takes away the ski slopes, right, Ryan?
Yeah, it's basically it plays up and around the ski slope, kind of like a U. And the Gaw Greens, there are tee pads, like real tee pads on every hole, instead of throwing from like mud puddles when you play the Mighty. Yeah,
because with the Mighty, one, it's hard to get to, but also some of them they can't because they got it for skiing purposes or whatever.
Right.
They can't really build stuff up there. Anything else coming up?
I think there's a Gunks one coming up that I signed up for, but...
Oh, yeah. They posted on the Facebook page. Let me pull that up.
The Shangam Showdown 7 is on the 7th of September, and registration is open now.
Real quick, 13th annual Cedar Beach Open in Long Island.
Oh, Cedar Beach Classic.
Or Cedar Beach Classic. My apologies.
No,
I'm going to be traveling down there with Mikey Cohen. So, if you're a Long Island fan or down there.
13th annual Cedar Beach Classic, August 23rd. Let me check when registration closes.
Is this the one with the poison ivy or the
yes,
ticks? Or
it's
both?
Poison ivy,
no,
crazy wind,
yes.
Not ticks, but I'm sure there's ticks too.
Ticks, so
but really, the ticks probably get blown away into the ocean or whatever body of water that is.
Is there another course down there?
Heckscher is tick.
Oh, okay. My buddy Dave just got back from vacationing down that way, and he said he played at Heckscher.
Yeah, they usually do Friday night dubs. Well, I think actually each weekend they're doing Friday dubs, like leading up to it.
I believe the course is only seasonal, like leading up to the event.
It's literally on a pitch and putt golf course.
I've seen golfers there, actual ball golfers there.
It's a fun tournament.
It's the classic.
Yeah.
Eric, are you guys staying over, or are you going down that morning?
No, we're staying. I think we're going to go Thursday night to Sunday. We stay at Mikey's mom's, and it's a whole weekend. We visit, the Long Island friends, and Nick, who used to run the tournament. I mean, the player packs are loaded down there. They do a really good job.
I like the logo. It looks like Saved by the Bell.
That's what I was thinking. They're probably going to get sued. But yeah, you mentioned Nick Gerges was the previous tournament director. Now it's Matthew Power and Stephanie Tashner. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to see when registration closes.
August 22nd.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. They usually do like a really great raffle in between. I think is it in between rounds? I don't remember.
Yeah, in between. It's a blast. I mean, it's more like the charity event vibe.
You can get in on the raffle, or you can put on a beekeeper outfit and go find your discs through the poison ivy from the first round.
If you lose your disc, you just don't ever get them back. Yeah, if you like 20 mile per hour sustained gusts of wind and poison ivy and tight OB and hot sun, it's a tournament for you.
All right, yeah, so the 13th annual Cedar Beach Classic.
And if you're not planning on heading down there for that, the Stony Kill monthly in anticipation of the Stony Kill Scramble is also that day. Just a reminder, it's an afternoon monthly as opposed to a morning monthly. Get your practice in for the Stony Kill Scramble and get registered for the Stony Kill Scramble if you want to play that. It's still got about half the spots left in doubles, but we're running out of spots in singles.
Is that like Labor Day weekend?
Labor Day weekend, last weekend in August, yep, 30th and 31st. You can play both singles and doubles, or either, or neither, or both, whatever you want to do.
Do you get anything cool when you sign up, Alex?
You do. I actually just got confirmation earlier this week. You're definitely getting a disc with the stamp, but you're also getting a mini. These are bamboo minis. We've been doing them a couple of years. They're super nice quality. I've got a couple now. They're very nice. And if you register before the 19th, then you can get your PGA number and name inscribed on the back of them, so you don't ever lose them, hopefully.
So Jason could not make it this evening, but he does have a rules question. Jamin, you might have to exclude yourself from this. I'm not sure, but I trust you. And Alex, some of you might have to exclude yourself from this because he sent it from the PDGA TD newsletter. Do you get that, Jamin?
I do, but I don't read it.
Oh, okay. Alex, do you get that?
I have, but I don't remember the last time I actually read one.
Okay. It's a bit long.
I will recuse myself if I remember the answer.
Okay. So each newsletter will begin with a rules logic question with the answer listed at the end of the newsletter. Imagine a player in one of your events brought this question to you. What steps would you take to arrive at the correct answer? A hole on your course has a wooded area that is marked as out of bounds. Player A tees off and their drive goes into that wooded area. The group is unable to find the disc and decides that it must be out of bounds, citing 806.02.c in order to give player A their next lie. If there is compelling evidence that a disc came to rest within an out of bounds area, the disc is considered to be out of bounds and does not need to be located. After player A throws his third shot, with an OB penalty throw assessed, from where the group agreed the disc was last in bounds, another player exclaims that they have found the original drive located in bounds. The group decides that the last throw shouldn't be counted since they now have found the correct drive. Player A then pitches up from their lie and taps in for a 3. Did the group go about the scenario correctly? If not, what score should player A have on the hole?
So I definitely don't remember this, but there's no way you're getting a 3 on that hole, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say 5.
Right to jail.
Yes.
Like, I don't think they can go to the original drive. I think once they've determined that it was out of bounds, that's the determination. So I think you're supposed to just play from that, even if you find it in bounds later. But even if you didn't, then the throw from the out of bounds that they're thinking doesn't count would be a practice throw, so you'd get penalty strokes for that. But I'm pretty sure you're just supposed to play from the other one. But since they didn't, that's a misplay of the hole, so it's a 2-stroke penalty. So I think it'd be 5 total.
Okay. Anybody else have a different answer?
That was mine.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think there's any way about it. You're supposed to just play it once you've established a lie.
Yeah, I don't know where the misplay comes in. I think it's just you established a lie. You thought that there was compelling evidence that it went out of bounds. And then if you find it later, it's just like finding your disc after, your 3 minutes are up. It's like you're abandoning that throw and you're proceeding to your lie.
The misplay comes in because they then played from the disc that they found.
Oh, they did. Oh, okay. I didn't read it through all the way.
Have we also considered that they don't find out until the end, so they've also misscored the hole, and we'll get penalized for that as well?
No, you don't get double penalized,
Yeah,
I don't think.
so.
That's,
Okay, interesting. All right, that's good to know.
Yeah, I agree with the scoring answers. The double penalty thing, a similar situation happened to JJ at a tournament. We were playing at Wild West where we saw the disc go into the OB. I think it's hole 10, maybe it's like a long downhill with OB on both sides. But then we couldn't find it. But none of us knew that because we saw it go OB, we should have played it there. We thought it's a lost disc and he had to go back to where he had thrown previously. So I think that we made a mistake that day. But I agree with what Alex said.
So everybody agrees it's a 5.
I think so.
Anybody not agree? All right. So rules challenge answer. While the players in this hypothetical did end up playing the correct disc, any throw during a round where the disc travels beyond 5 meters in the air that is a competitive attempt to change the lie counts towards a player's score. Player A should receive a 4 on the hole. There are 3 throws along with 1 penalty throw for a misplay under 811.f.1.b. Incorrect lie.
That's really
I don't like
interesting.
it.
So they're saying the right thing to do would have been to find the disc and
Yeah, I feel like they've declared it a lost
declare it
disc.
lost. I don't know. I don't love that.
I mean, it's better for the player.
I don't like the players.
Where was the 5 coming from is my question.
Because they completed the hole incorrectly.
Okay.
I believe as a 2-stroke penalty. So it like playing the wrong hole or something to that effect.
And because of kind of what the other guy said, that it's kind of been declared lost, so we're now establishing this lie. But I guess that wasn't the right thing to do.
That's interesting that you just play from the disc you found. That's weird.
Well, I think this is unique in the fact that it wasn't like they looked for 3 minutes. You know what I mean? They said, okay, it's out of bounds. We're probably not going to find it. Let's just move on. And then somebody just kind of stumbled upon it, kind of thing.
So they should have looked for a full 3 minutes. So I'm with Randy, straight to jail.
I think the PGA blew it on this one.
Did he ever
I think
call out
you don't have to wait
provisional?
3 minutes. Yeah. Yes, you should say provisional basically on every single throw. But no, like you don't have to do a 3-minute timer to declare a disc lost. Once they abandoned finding it, they basically declared it lost and assumed it OB. And that's crazy, actually, that they're calling it like a 4. Like they just like that was 1 practice throw. I don't know. I don't like it.
Jamin, any thoughts?
Potentially muted, Jamin.
Thank you. I don't really like the ruling too much. It's a weird situation, though. I can imagine people on that card going, well, it's out of bounds. We don't need to find it. We can just assume it's like a pond, because that's exactly what I would say in that situation. But yeah, I don't know. I'm like trying to look at it from the TD side of things. Like, how can I make it so that this doesn't happen? Making the inbounds area obvious enough where it would be very clear if you did see if it was in bounds. But like, I think that's like the only due diligence people could really do, right?
Yeah.
Unless we all heard it wrong. Which
I'm
we'll
trying
find
to
out how dumb we
find
sound
this
later.
newsletter so I can read this.
I found the exact wording, and it's if they had finished the hole, if they had finished it out from the incorrect
OB
lie, it would be the 2-stroke penalty. But because they didn't throw any additional throws, that's why it's a practice throw. Like that's the rules wording, like Rule 811.
Yeah.
I still don't like it because they should have finished the hole from the established lie. I don't know.
So what about my example from the tournament where JJ threw, we watched it go OB, couldn't find it, and said, oh, that's a lost disc. You have to go back to where you threw from before. And then he finished the hole from there. What kind of additional penalties should be incurred there?
No, that's fine.
No, that's
You just
fine.
say you abandon your throw.
Oh, that's a good point.
You can always throw from your previous lie.
Yep.
Think about it all the time.
That is something you could do, but chances are it would have benefited them to play from where they went out of bounds. But technically, you didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I still feel bad because he would have been much closer than where we made him go back to.
Mm-hmm.
Something to always think about is like if you're at Prospect, for example, on one of those terrible greens and you are close to out of bounds and you hit you cage a putt and it rolls OB, sometimes it's better just to re-putt and abandon that throw because it's the same as if you were to go down to the, out of bounds and throw. Same number of strokes.
Yeah, B. Klein suggested that to me recently during a Prospect round. And it's something that doesn't really...
I wonder why.
Whatever I did, and he was like, oh, you're going to abandon that and re-putt? And that's not something that really crosses my mind. And I need to be more aware of when that is a good idea.
Yep. I've had someone in a tournament stop me like as I was ready to walk down the hill. I'm just like, oh, thank you so much.
I read a thing on some disc golf thing where Paul Ulibarri did it twice recently.
Yeah, I saw the same thing.
Okay.
He talks a lot about knowing the rules, having the benefit of knowing the rules helps a lot.
All right. So Jason gets us again. Corey, what about J-Dub's Points Championship Week 21?
Yeah, we played Jay South. It was a good day. Danny Parton and Justin Michelli took the win with a 10 down, beating Brian Bickersmith and Dennis Daly and Jason Lasasso and Megan Mercier, who came in second at 7 down. Going into Week 22, which would have just happened a couple days ago, the ace pot was coming in at like $360, and no one's hit the birdie bank in 2 weeks. So playing Jay North, we'll see if anyone can nail one of those shorter woods holes for an ace and hit a tough birdie bank. While we're on the topic of Corey and Jason, we did play our Summer Battle Royale match over the weekend.
Let's go.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
This is true new information, breaking news, first news source we're talking to about this, haven't even posted on Facebook or told B-Klein about it.
Or told me.
Oh, yeah, no, but we kept underneath.
I would have asked a lot earlier.
Friday evening we met up. We flipped to see what layout we'd play between West and South. West was the winner, and then we flipped to see who goes first.
You ended up with West, you said, Corey?
Yeah.
And Jamin, who did you predict to win on West?
With West, I predicted Jason.
Okay.
Really?
I'm sorry, continue, Corey.
Yeah, Jason absolutely parked hole 1 to start. I'm pretty sure he was within 5 feet. So he's already one up. I think I got one back on hole 7. And then from there, I was getting strokes on Jason with pars. I think 2 or 3 holes I took on him. But in classic Jason fashion, 2 of the holes I did not get on him with a par is because he threw in from like 50 to 70 feet to push the hole. So I think crossing over into the road, I was 3 up through 9. And then from there, like Jason stopped bogeying holes. So I had less chances of beating him and got a couple birdies. We finished on 34 and 35. Jason threw down like the perfect roller on the tennis court hole. Got around the fence. Mine went a little too straight and put me by the tee pad of 35. So I'm basically getting a 4 best case. And then Jason threw a great upshot, had basically a park job for the birdie. So now we're going into hole 35 and it's all tied up. First 17 holes didn't matter. Jason tries to go roller, hits one of the early trees. Didn't really kick into the woods on the right side, but he was super short and cut off. I threw kind of like a safe straight forehand on the gap. Jason throws a forehand from his lie and puts it maybe 40 feet long in the basket. And I have like a 60-footer. I give mine, the best run I can do without making it go too long. I end up with like a 20-footer. And Jason, to not lose the match, hits another 40-foot circle 2 putt and then makes me make a 20-ish footer to not lose outright. So 18 holes wasn't enough. We went back to hole 1, and this time we flipped to see who'd go first again, and then we'd alternate. I think I had to go first for that. We both parred. Well, we get to hole 2, and I have like a 30-footer to win the match, and I cage it. Now we get to hole 7, which is kind of more of a forehand hole as far as ease of hitting the gap, but a backhand is the better way to actually get to the basket. So Jason must have went first in the playoff because I'm pretty sure he went first on hole 7 and absolutely ace ran it, parked for birdie. I throw a forehand and get to like circle's edge and I fluff my putt. So after 21 holes, Lasasso is your... I think a lot of people were saying coming into this match that he was the underdog, so it was quite the upset for me to lose to Lasasso at J Park, actually. But yeah, he goes undefeated in the challenge until the finals.
Does he know who he's playing yet, Alex?
He does not, because I have been, I don't want to say lazy, but I have been slacking in scheduling. So we got to get on that.
Wow. What was your date that you had to be done by?
Technically today, but just considering they took a couple extra days to finish theirs, I think we can take a couple extra days to finish ours.
Weren't we like one rung ahead of you guys? Or no? No, I guess we were the same.
Same sort of tier, but like winners as opposed to losers. So I don't know.
You want to keep up with it. As long as you beat the AM side, I think they'll be, at the end of the day, I think it'll be okay.
True.
Yeah.
What's the payout? Like, what is, if and when Jason takes this all down?
It might have been like $80, but I can't remember if that was before or after the like.
Yeah, they updated it because there was a limited number of pros that signed up.
Yeah,
it's just a first, second, third, and I'm really just trying to find it, and I'm taking forever.
Oh, pro is first 107, second 65, third 43.
Nice,
but that was posted in May, and I don't remember if that got changed after that or not.
I think it stayed the same. Yeah,
it's a ballpark at least. Okay, that's good to know. All right, well, let me get through some local events as quick as possible since Corey threw a wrench in my plans for the evening. I didn't have any idea. All right, so Monday we had Gunks Monday dubs. Kevin Kunkel and Alden Slack won that, -7. Christopher Evan Chuck, Brian Bickersmith shot a -9 at Colonial Acres. Jason Gorsage and Josh Lee shot a -14 at Prospect. Saratoga Spa Random Dubs Week 18, Levi V and Jonathan Klingler shot a -18 there. Warwick Tuesday Dubs, Sean Comer and this newcomer Steve Brinster shot a -9 to win. Trevor Lambert and Nate Ulsh shot a -9 at Kisco Tuesday Dubs to win. Matt Horowitz and Patrick Meckley shot a -16 to win Wilcox Tuesday Doubles. I'm curious the layout on that.
Yeah.
-16
at
Wilcox's.
Yeah. Jim Robertson won the CTK Handicap League. Jamin, are you still trying to get your handicap? like establish a handicap because you haven't played in so long?
Yeah, I shot myself in the foot real hard because I had a phenomenal round and shot 8 under.
I saw that you were at the bottom because you didn't have a handicap. That's what you get for doing all that coursework.
Yep, suckers.
The Disc Cap Women's League at Moreau was won by Caitlin Clay, shot a +1. Stony Kill Random Dubs. Alex, what do you got?
I had a pretty good day. Played with Gary Lefebvre and shot a 10 down. This was either the first or second week that we're going back to 18 holes, which is always a little bit of a downer because, the summer season's starting to wind down a little bit. But it's, always fun. 10 down's a pretty good number. My partner held up his end of the deal, getting basically just as many birdie looks as I did, so I cannot complain there.
Can you pronounce his last name again?
No. No, the way I say it is Gary Lefebvre, but I don't know if that's correct. It's something like how I said it. There might be an extra syllable in there that I'm missing, but it's...
How is it spelled? Sorry, I don't see it anywhere.
Lefebvre.
There's a semi-famous bass player whose last name is spelled like that, and it's Lefebvre.
Absolutely could be.
Alex was pretty close. I was thinking some kind of hockey player from Montreal, but,
Lafreniere.
And that's your hockey minute. Regeneron Randy, you played with Patreon Justin Hickok. How'd that go?
It was good. We were trying to, reinvigorate it. We actually got 6 people, which was good because July we were getting more like 3 and stuff. I didn't realize it was the same day as Pro League. Kind of forgot that Pro League was like a sanctioned thing. So we're out there romping around like a sixum. Totally was razzing other cards, like not thinking about it. So sorry, anybody, that I was annoying during that round. But it was a really good time. Me and Justin shot really hot. I feel like I did something cool that day. I don't know. Oh, I got like a pin high putt on, 16, which feels pretty sweet. It's like a kind of soft par 4, but getting a inside circle putt for eagle was pretty cool. I didn't make the putt because Justin made all the putts.
That's the first Justin. One out of the woods?
Yeah. Okay. Tee off next to the old pool.
Yeah, it felt really good. Robbie Hendricks also eagled it with a Rolo roller.
Ooh.
Same distance putt as us. It was kind of ridiculous.
That's fun.
Wait,
yeah.
Is he righty or left?
Righty.
Oh, I've been wondering if I should play it on that hole, but I'm cool now.
Now you can.
Hell yeah.
I tried to convince Justin to play Pro League with us, but he didn't.
He has his priorities straight.
Yeah, no, he didn't really hesitate.
Well, speaking of Pro League, which was also at Prospect Park, Justin Michelli won, beat Ryan's distant cousin Adam by 2 strokes. And Evan was obviously very distracted by whatever Randy was yelling and such.
I don't think I saw Randy out there. I'm sorry I didn't, though.
You're lucky, yeah.
No, it might have helped me play better, maybe. I don't know.
Shen Creek Dubs Week 19, Jared Borelli and Bobby Hallam shot a -10. So did Charles Gordon Jr. III and Matt Beaver. Deadbeat didn't have any results. I blame Jack. Thursday, Disc Beat Club at SPW had a 3-way tie. Jess Lasasso, Mark Stryker, and Casey O'Brien all shot -5s. So at least the string of Cronky winning, we don't have to tear the club apart. He didn't win this week, so that's good. CPS Thursday Dubs Week 17, Justin Matthews and Luke DeBritz shot a -9 to win. John McDuff shot a -10 at the Skylines Friday Handicap League to win. Elijah Morgan, Callie won TGI FDR Dubs with a -11. Mark Damey and Mike Smith shot a -7 at SPW Dubs League. Cranmore Dubs League was at Jenkinsville. Derwin Crawford and Jacob Bethel shot a -9 to win that. Saturday, FDR had their August monthly. I don't see Ryan. You didn't go there?
No, on Saturday I was thinking about it. I just did Beacon doubles Sunday because I'm lazy as hell.
No, that's cool. A pool looks like Eric Bowers came in second. Elijah Morgan is your winner, -7. B pool, Ishmael Valencia won at a +2. Nathaniel Marty shot a +6 to win C pool, but I do not see any results for Carson. I think Eric might be hearing some footsteps. I'm just saying.
Nick 6 is a good round for Bowers too. That's a good round for him.
Yeah, but it's second place, so he doesn't get too much credit.
Yeah. Hey, he's my Dubs partner in Wedge.
He barely beat his kid at the ace place. I'm just saying. But, almost bogey golf is pretty good for Carson. Long Island Monthly, bring your own partner doubles. Brian Wisher and Neil Dambra shot a -13 to win that. Long Island Sunday doubles, Sean Mahan and Chris Lucier shot a -9 to win that. And I think that's everything. You guys got time for a quiz?
Yep.
I do.
Yep.
Sure.
Well, good news, because if everybody's in, I already got teams.
Perfect.
Nice.
Sweet.
Randy and Corey, since they played and tied, they are tied together for this. Eric and Evan, since they are tied together as Dubs partners, they are in this, and the other three are on your own. I mean, you guys are all together. So Ryan, Jamin, and Alex are a team.
Jar.
Mr. Potts.
Nice.
Yeah, I planned that. I knew Jar was the team name. Yeah.
And Eric, we don't need a consonant. We can just be team E.
Let me just find my Sharpie,
Keep that in.
and because I got to figure out who do you think goes first, though? Any suggestions?
You can do it the order you set them.
What was the order I set them? Do you think I'd pay attention to this shit?
Randy and Corey,
Yeah,
Okay.
Evan and Eric, team Jar.
Yeah, because I think Randy and Corey probably need any help they can get.
Yep, we do.
And then the E's. How do you spell Evan? Come on, I spelled it like 3 different ways. It's
I
like
spell it EVAN.
yeah, like Avion, but different.
Never seen it spelled any other way in my life.
I've seen EVIN.
Well, I stand corrected.
That's worse than Corey with a K.
Ooh, that is terrible.
Also, to anybody listening at home, the quiz is so much harder when you're put on the spot than you would think. It really is.
Likely story.
Yeah, you know.
It feels like you're kind of presetting your defense here a little.
Mhm.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Okay.
So Corey and Randy, would you like category 1, category 2, or category 3?
Let's go number 1 then, Randy.
Yep.
Are we doing all 3 tonight? Just out of curiosity.
You know what? We'll see how time permits.
Sounds like a plan.
Question 1, category 1, Corey and Randy. What scientific name for spiders comes from the name of the Greek woman who unwisely challenged Athena to a spinning contest? What scientific name for spiders comes from the name of the Greek woman who unwisely challenged Athena to a spinning contest?
This reminds me of a meme I've seen where it shows Spider-Man getting kicked in the nuts, and he's like, "Ooh, my arachnads." Is it? Am I on the right track, Randy?
Yes, you got it. It's arachnads.
Arachnid.
Arachnid.
Is the arachnads or the arachnid a disc?
Gotta be right.
I really hope it is.
Yeah, I say
yeah.
yes.
You guys agree?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Innova Champion Discs, July 21st, 2025.
Ooh.
Oh.
I wonder what kind of disc that is.
Yeah.
I have nothing.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's okay. I didn't need an answer. I'm just wondering.
Category 1, category 2, or category 3? Eric and Evan.
Evan, that's all you.
3, Pat.
Question 1, category 3. What is the name of the armored superhero alter ego of Colonel James Rhodes? What is the name of the armored superhero alter ego of Colonel James Rhodes?
Do you know this one, buddy?
No, you are. Yeah, I don't know James Rhodes well.
War Machine.
Is the War Machine a disc?
Why, not the Iron Patriot?
I think it is. It sounds familiar, honestly.
We'll say yes, Pat.
I'm sorry, no.
Boo.
Sorry, bud.
Jamin, Alex, and Randy, category 1, category 2, or category 3?
Oh, I'm on 2 teams. Let's go.
You tell me.
What did I say? Oh, Randy, Ryan.
Wait, that's my team, right?
I haven't seen that name in a while. I'm sorry. Jamin, Alex, and Ryan, category 1, 2, or 3. I just saw an R. My bad.
What's the unused one? I wasn't paying attention to the
We haven't
numbers.
used 2 yet.
T2. Yeah.
You want to do 2?
Sure.
Question 1, category 2. According to a popular internet conspiracy theory, what country is a fictional creation of Russia and Japan to explain away fishing rights and the use of the Trans-Siberian Railway, or to create a market for Nokia phones? According to a popular internet conspiracy theory, what country is a fictional creation of Russia and Japan to explain away fishing rights and the use of the Trans-Siberian Railway, or to create a market for Nokia phones?
Love it.
So this is
in
Finland,
Finland.
right?
It is Finland. Get it? Finland
be right.
for fishing.
Yeah. You guys agree?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is the Finland a disc?
It's not a good disc name.
If there's a Helsinki, there's got to be a Finland, right?
So then wouldn't like Finland be the plastic?
Yeah, the people that
Oh.
were making the Helsinki were all cities, if I remember correct. But that doesn't mean they couldn't do a Finland. And it could always be somebody else entirely. So who knows?
Did you see any Finland discs in Finland? I feel like with such a big concentration of disc golfers, one of them would be walking around with that disc if it existed.
Not to my knowledge. I'm 60% yes.
All right, well, you're the Finland expert.
Yeah. I was leaning no, but I don't know if I was leaning 10% no. So I'm happy going yes if you're happy going yes.
Let's try it.
Yeah, it is a big market. It would be smart to name something after it.
All right, let's go yes, Pat.
You guys agree? I'm sorry, no.
Yep. Damn it.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah, Alex, you're the pro here. I should just listen to you.
I haven't been good at that in a long time.
Your spidey senses are always tingling.
Got to bring it back.
Corey and Randy, category 1, 2, or 3.
Stick with 1, Randy. Seems like possibly a you thing.
Yeah, let's do another 1.
All right, question 2, category 1. Like Lyme disease, Rocky Mountain spotted fever is transmitted by what type of arachnid? Like Lyme disease, Rocky Mountain spotted fever is transmitted by what type of arachnid?
I guess it's tick, yeah.
Psh, idiots.
Is the tick a disc?
It is, right?
I don't know.
That was the whole... Is it a disc? I feel like that was a Brody Smith thing, but I don't know if the disc was a tick or if they were just I want to say yes, because I was offended by it.
I'm not following you at all. I feel like disc golfers don't like ticks.
That's why I was offended that they even decided to do it.
Are you sure it wasn't just like a special run, like, or something?
No.
I don't like it.
I'm still saying yes. You can overrule me if you want. Pat, take whatever Randy says, please.
Randy?
I like it when you're wrong, but now that I'm on your team, it's tough. I want to go no. It's like disc golfers should not like ticks.
You're good with that, right?
This is Randy.
You are correct.
Oh, damn. I was convinced it was yes. I guess it was a special run or a special name.
Eric and Evan, category 1, 2, or 3.
I think we should stick with 3.
Yeah, I like 3.
Question 2, category 3. What is the name of the feathered headdress of great significance and spiritual importance that is traditionally worn by some Native American Plains tribes, such as the Lakota and the Cheyenne? What is the name of the feathered headdress of great significance and spiritual importance that is traditionally worn by some Native American Plains tribes, such as the Lakota and the Cheyenne?
It's right there, but I got nothing at the moment.
Yeah, I'm blanking. It's a feathered headdress.
Ask one more time, Pat.
What is the name of the feathered headdress of great significance and spiritual importance that is traditionally worn by some Native American Plains tribes, such as the Lakota and the Cheyenne?
What would be another name for a head?
I don't know. I'm literally blanking on this. So
feathered cap.
Yeah.
I got nothing. Fuck. Feathered cap.
Yeah, I got nothing. I'm sorry. Feather cap.
Jamin, Alex, and Ryan. What is the name of the feathered headdress of great significance and spiritual importance that is traditionally worn by some Native American Plains tribes, such as the Lakota and the Cheyenne?
Come on, Alex.
No.
Come on. Damn it.
No, like in my head, it's called a headdress. Like that's the only thing that sticks in my head. We can try to vamp until Jamin comes back, but I don't think we're coming up with this one.
Oh, Jamin's away.
I'm back. What's up?
Did you hear the question?
No.
Too bad.
This is for a steal.
Oh, shit.
What is the name of the feathered headdress of great significance and spiritual importance that is traditionally worn by some Native American Plains tribes, such as the Lakota and the Cheyenne? And this is from category 3, if you didn't hear that.
Okay, what were the guesses already?
Feathered cap.
Yeah, and that's it. We did not have good answers. Also in this category is War Machine, and that's it. So maybe it is. Is War Machine a movie? Is that should we be looking at movies?
I forgot Alex was on the team. I was going to tell him to.
I did too. I was like, I'm just going to let Alex keep explaining this.
Earth crown. Feather crown.
We're the second group getting
correct.
this, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Bird halo.
Bird. It can't be a wampum, right? That's like
No,
a
That's currency.
Okay, it's a currency. I was way off. Wampum beads. I guess that makes sense.
Yep.
Could it just be headdress?
Headdress is in the question.
Damn it.
That's the exact word that was sticking in my head too. So
Davy Crockett hat.
pretty sure that one doesn't have feathers, but we can go with that if you want.
No. Yeah, I got nothing.
How about feather crown? Feather crown.
If it's War Machine, could it just be as simple? Apache wasn't in the question, was it?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's the only thing I can think of that would kind of fit with War Machine, but it's not right.
No. Yeah, I got nothing. We want to call it?
Yeah, I got nothing.
Go with Apache.
Apache.
Sure.
Corey and Randy, what is the name of the feathered headdress of great significance and spiritual importance that is traditionally worn by some Native American Plains tribes, such as the Lakota and the Cheyenne?
Do you know this one, Randy?
I don't, but I did have, the word sachem came to mind pretty quick, and I don't know if that's right, but it's the only word I could think of.
All right, we're either going to go with Sachem or War Hat. So, Sachem?
Sure, yep.
Sachem, Pat.
We're looking for war bonnet.
Oh, I was so close.
Oh, whoa.
Wow.
I was so close.
Dude, wait, what?
STM Disc Golf, January 16th, 2023, the war bonnet. That was for Evan and Eric. So Jamin, Alex, and Ryan, category 1, 2, or 3.
So category 1 seems the easiest, right?
Yeah, I'm happy going with 1.
All right. Question 3, category 1. What is the sharp-pointed organ on the rear of bees and wasps that is used for injecting venom? What is the sharp-pointed organ on the rear of bees and wasps that is used for injecting venom?
Be a barb?
I think it's stinger.
Stinger? Yeah.
Stinger is what I was going to say.
I think stingers have a barb, but I think the name of it is a stinger.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
You guys agree?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go with yes.
Yep.
Is the stinger a disc?
The sting is.
Yeah, which is making me think that maybe that's what's stuck in my head, but my instinct is yes.
All right. Well, should we do it, Ryan?
Yeah. I like Alex's instinct better than mine.
I'm good with that.
I like it. Let's
All
do
right.
it.
Fingers
You guys
crossed.
agree?
Let's go yes.
Yep.
Ching Sports, January 19th, 2000.
You're back, Alex.
Hey.
Corey tried that as an answer last week, so I had to fit it in somehow.
Nice.
2 rounds in, Corey and Randy at 4, Jamin, Alex, and Ryan at 3, Evan and Eric at 1. Corey and Randy, category 1, 2, or 3.
Well, we got to go 1 or 2, and I don't know how deep we want to go into 1 before we're going to 2, right?
Wait, are we scared of 3? Like, we should assume it's like war something.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have guessed bonnet.
That was a clear question 6 that
Yeah.
got missed.
Wait till you get to question 6. No, I don't.
I think we should have. It's up to you.
We can do another one in 1. Might as well.
Okay, 1.
Question 4, category 1. What type of arachnid lives in homes where it feeds on dust produced by animals and human skin? What type of arachnid lives in homes where it feeds on dust produced by animal and human skin?
I'm going to go with mite or mites.
Ooh. Are they arachnids?
Yeah.
Okay, do they have two?
Were you here for the daddy long leg
Yeah,
conversation?
do
this
they have
weekend?
2
Okay,
body
good.
pieces?
No, but I think they're all arachnids now that we're in this category.
I don't think that answered the question.
They have 1.
Isn't that what a daddy longleg has?
Yeah.
But it's not an arachnid?
They're not spiders.
Oh, right.
They're
Okay, so
yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so might.
You guys agree?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Is the mite a disc?
Would that also include MIGHT?
Yeah, why not?
It might.
Good answer. Good answer.
But yeah, I want to go with yes, basically because it's 2 completely different words. That could be it. If that's good logic, I don't know.
You were right the last time, so I got no reason to doubt you. So yeah, we'll go yes,
Yeah.
and we agree,
We'll go.
Pat. Straight to the answer.
I'm sorry, no.
Oh, damn it. I should have dragged it out longer. Frick.
Though you did make me look it up because why would I even think of MIGHT? There is a dark mite, Discape Disc Golf Inc., March 20th, 2025. I only say that because there's never a chance that I can come up with a trivia question with the answer dark mite.
All right, if we tie, I'm saying that's a tiebreaker right there. If we're tied, we win.
If we're tied, if your guys are tied, we will poll everybody individually and see whether or not they think the dark mite. I kind of see where you're going with there, but I think because they have it as one word, it's different. It's not the dark space mite, it's the dark mite, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Eric and Evan, category 1, 2, or 3.
What do you think, man?
I'm not loving our luck on B right now. 1 is still open.
Yeah, it's up to, sure. Let's do 1.
All right, question 5, category 1. The bite of what spider named for a town in Italy was once thought to make the victim cry, skip, and dance? The bite of what spider named for a town in Italy was once thought to make the victim cry, skip, and dance?
Town in Italy.
Can you an Italian spider name? Spider-Man?
Dude, I don't know, man.
Yeah. What Pat, what is this? What is going on here?
You went with question 5?
You went with question 5.
When there's like, let's see, there's a question 2, a question 3 available. And you went with 5.
Well, shit. Why didn't you tell me that 2 minutes ago?
Bro got baited by the answer of tick.
Or might.
Yeah, I knew the first 4, so my hubris brought us here, I guess. Spider name for a city in Italy, I don't know. With a dangerous bite, I'm thinking like Black Widow or, I don't know.
Recluse? Like, I don't know.
That's not a bad guess.
Right? That sounds kind of Italian.
Yeah, Black Widow doesn't have any basis. Sure, let's go with that.
What was that?
Recluse?
Jamin, Alex, and Ryan. The bite of what spider named for a town in Italy was once thought to make the victim cry, skip, and dance?
I got nothing. Recluse was in my head, but that's all I had.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just like going through Italian cities. A spider named Florence, Milan, Venice, Rome,
Sicily.
Sicilian spider kind of sounds.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Do they bake them in a square pan?
Har har. What are some poisonous spiders? Widows, recluses.
Yeah, I got. There's the orb weaver. I don't know if that one's poisonous or venomous.
No, they're just scary.
Tarantula.
That's not a bad guess. It kind of sounds
Yeah.
like a place.
I don't hate it.
I got nothing, so.
I can't think of any other poisonous spiders.
Yeah. I'm not even 100% sure a tarantula is poisonous. I just thought they're really big.
Yeah, they are. They're just fuzzy
Okay.
and cuddly.
If you say so. It's a steal anyway. I think
Yeah.
you just go for it.
I like tarantula.
Tarantula, Pat.
You guys agree?
Yep.
Is the tarantula.
Wow.
Nice. It does kind of sound Italian.
What's the city?
Taranto. Taranto.
No, that's in Canada, Pat.
But also, there was no poison or anything. It could have just hurt a lot and they danced.
Yeah, and tarantulas are not poisonous.
Ha!
Oh, I thought they were.
They're
There you
venomous, but not poisonous.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just
Wait,
saying.
what's the difference?
They use venom to hunt prey, but their bites aren't harmful to people.
He knows all that, but he doesn't know they're from Toronto.
Like Eric said, when you're put on the spot, your mind goes blank sometimes.
Yeah, where were you 5 minutes ago?
No, now it makes sense because like their hairs that they have make your skin itchy.
Oh,
Sorry.
interesting.
I'm gonna mute myself again.
The tarantula, I believe, is an Innovadisc from a long time ago.
I would have said absolutely yes. We've got a spider.
Yeah.
We've got so many different things. So, yeah, let's go yes.
I'm sorry, no.
Wow. All right.
Blame that one on us, Alex. You still got it.
Well, I would have said yes. So,
I got Corey and Randy at 5, Jamin, Alex, and Ryan at 4, Eric and Evan at 1.
and I think it's our question now.
Yes. So that wasn't even a full round. So yes, category 1, 2, or 3 for you guys.
So we should go category 2 because
It's theoretically the easiest one on
the
the board.
easiest. Yeah.
I like that.
All right. Question 2, category 2. What modern conspiracy theory, often promoted through social media and online videos, claims that NASA and other government agencies are secretly hiding the true shape of the Earth? What modern conspiracy theory,
Earth.
often promoted through social media and online videos, claims that NASA and other government agencies are secretly hiding the true shape of the Earth?
Yeah, so Ryan.
Flat earther.
I'm not sure if you know how things go here, but they repeat the question twice.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Ryan. I
Okay.
know it's
You
been a
can
while.
sorry.
generally wait.
It's been a while. I didn't know that was like codified now.
Mm.
That would give you the chance to do it twice. My bad.
That's for the listeners, so they get.
I know.
It's all good.
My bad.
Yeah,
What are you guys
Yeah.
thinking?
It's
Flat
the
Earth.
flat Earth theory, right?
Yep.
Is the flat Earth a disc?
It must be.
I kind of think it is.
Yeah,
Has to
my instinct is yes as well.
And
I mean,
that's
think
what
of
matters.
the stamp possibilities.
Doomsday Discs, April 25th,
Yeah.
2022.
Nice.
All right, and you guys take the lead, 6-5 to 1. Corey and Randy, category 1, 2, or 3.
Was that 2 or 3? That last one.
That was a
That
2.
was a 2.
Okay.
And Corey, you have some conspiracy theorist energy. You want to go? You want to go with this category?
Is it the 0 turn that gave it away?
Yes, I do subscribe to the fact that 1 times 1 equals 2. So, yeah, 2. Is that what you said?
All right. Yep.
All right, question 3, category 2. What's the conspiracy theory that claims that government planes are releasing toxic substances into the atmosphere, which are visible as long, lingering condensation trails? What's the conspiracy theory that claims that government planes are releasing toxic substances into the atmosphere, which are visible as long, lingering condensation trail?
Oh, yeah, Randy. Good pick there, brother. Sounds like a chemtrail to me.
Yep. Chemtrail is what I'd call it.
Is the chemtrail a disc?
I
It sounds so bad.
like it, though. I like that name. I just don't know if anyone's got the balls to do it these days.
Dude, imagine throwing your disc so
Oh, my
hard
God. Leave it a
that you
chemtrail?
left a chemtrail. Yeah.
That's basically Gannon Burr's disc. There's so much goddamn powder on that thing.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, as a
Dude,
disc,
it's like bad marketing, but
I say yes. If Flat Earther is, then, yeah, there's definitely precedent.
all right, fine. You get this one.
You going yes?
We're going
Yeah.
yes.
Doomsday Discs, August
Wow.
12th, 2024.
Dude, if they don't say something, then I don't know what it
Evan
says.
and
But
Eric,
Yeah,
category 1, 2, or 3.
I'm loving the 2 so far, but I know there's always a trick up Pat's sleeve. What do you think of?
I'm gonna go with 2.
I love conspiracies.
As long as everybody promises not to yell at us for not picking the lowest numbered question available again.
We're gonna-
No
Technically,
promises.
category 3 is.
I know, but apparently everybody's scared of the word war, so maybe we should go to 3 and show them that it's not that scary.
You know what? I love the logic.
Do so at your own peril.
I'm gonna
Understood.
trust him. Let's go 3.
What are we doing?
Category 3, Pat.
All right. Question 3, category 3. Chevrolet PR exec Myron Scott suggested the name Corvette, which in the dictionary was the name for what type of vessel belonging to a naval military force? Chevrolet PR exec Myron Scott suggested the name Corvette, which in the dictionary was the name for what type of vessel belonging to a naval military force?
Pretty sure that's a warship.
Yeah, that sounds dead on for me, honestly.
You guys agree?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is the warship a disc?
I believe
Pretty
it is.
sure that's West Side.
Yes, sir.
Westside Golf Discs, December 11th, 2011.
Go.
All right. Jamin, Alex, and Ryan, category 1, 2, or 3.
Honestly, I think I'd be all right with either one.
2 or 3.
Yeah, 2 or 3, not 1.
Yeah.
Want to go with 2?
Sure.
Sure.
Conspiracies.
Question 4, category 2. What is the name of the Bavarian secret society founded by Adam Weishaupt in 1776 that is now a widely known subject of conspiracy theories claiming it secretly controls world affairs? What is the name of the Bavarian secret society founded by Adam Weishaupt in 1776 that is now a widely known subject of conspiracy theories claiming it secretly controls world affairs?
Is it the Freemasons?
Oh,
I was
yeah,
going to
thinking
say Illuminati.
Yeah.
Illuminati makes much more sense because I didn't think Freemasons were going to be Bavarian. So yeah, Illuminati.
Yeah,
makes sense
aren't
to
they
me.
more like U.S. based, the Freemasons? Like all of the founding fathers were Freemason.
That
At
certainly
least
makes
that's
more
what Nicolas
sense.
Cage told me.
The 1776 threw me a little bit, but yeah, no, Illuminati makes much more sense to
Thinking back to all the Dan Brown novels I read,
me.
I think that must be it, right?
Yeah.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Is the Illuminati a disc?
If chemtrails was, I feel like it is going to be.
I would have said I've seen
Doomsday
an
thing.
Illuminati before, so
It's a cool name for a disc,
I would say yes.
and I trust you.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, no.
Oh,
Just like that, I'm back off it.
All right, so Corey and Randy are at 7. Jamin, Alex, and Ryan are at 7. Eric and Evan at 3. Corey and Randy, category 1, 2, or 3.
What are you thinking? One more conspiracy or war or something?
I didn't really hear the question to the Illuminati one, but what are you feeling?
Let's do category 3.
I was leaning that way
Let's
too.
dip
Yeah,
in
good
there.
pick, good pick.
Yeah.
Question 4, category 3, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What type of animal, famous for its homing abilities, was extensively used for military communication during World War I and World War II? What type of animal, famous for its homing abilities, was extensively used for military communication during World War I and World War II?
I'm going to guess this is a war pigeon.
Yeah, it's. I wanted it to be something else, but it's pigeons.
I mean,
homing
now
pigeons.
they're just government conspiracy
But-
drones. And
Mhm.
show me a real pigeon. This is a. Oh, no,
Birds
that's the
aren't
other
real.
category. Sorry. So are we saying war pigeon?
I think we're going war pigeon.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Is the war pigeon a disc?
I guess I want to go no on that one.
I'm struggling to make that a disc. Yeah, it'd be sick though. I'd throw it.
A war pigeon. Yeah, let's go yes.
All right, we're going yes.
You guys agree?
hmm
Yep,
Premiere disc, September 5th, 2022.
Hell yeah.
I want one.
That's why.
Eric and Evan, category 1, 2, or 3.
Want to try 2?
Let's do it.
Question 5, category 2. What secretive fraternal organization is at the center of a wide-ranging conspiracy theory that claims its members, through their alleged influence in governments and finance, are secretly attempting to establish a new world order? What secretive fraternal organization is at the center of a wide-ranging conspiracy theory that claims its members, through their alleged influence in governments and finance, are secretly attempting to establish a new world order?
I have a feeling you also know the answer, Evan.
I have a guess. I'm not as confident. The first thing that came to mind was Skull and Bones.
That's exactly the answer.
Okay.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Jamin, Alex, and Ryan, what secretive fraternal organization is at the center of a wide-ranging conspiracy that claims its members, through their alleged influence in government and finance, are secretly attempting to establish a new world order?
Is this the Freemasons?
Yeah, I mean, that was the first thing that came to my head when I heard the question, but I don't really have a ton of support for it.
Must be the Freemasons, right?
I think
Yes.
it's got to be the Freemasons.
Is the Freemason a disc?
I mean, if the Illuminati was a disc, I feel like the Freemason is an easy second follow-up to that.
It wasn't. It is.
It wasn't.
It's the
I
more
wrote down the wrong
secret
thing.
version.
I wrote down the wrong thing. I was so confident in my own abilities. Then if the Illuminati are not a disc, then the Freemasons are clearly also not a disc.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I'm all right with that.
So you going no?
Going with no.
You are correct. And that was a steal. So category 1, 2, or 3. And you were
I'm
tied
going
for the lead.
3, right? Unless we want a 6.
I vote for not 6.
Yeah. Let's go with the war something.
Yeah.
Category 3, question 5. What is the avian term for a person who favors and advocates for military intervention or aggressive foreign policy? What is the avian term for a person who favors and advocates for military intervention or aggressive foreign policy?
I think
It's a
that's a
warhawk.
warhawk.
Yep.
Just like Dick Cheney himself.
Is the warhawk a disc?
Just to confirm, the war pigeon was a disc, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then the warhawk's got to be a disc.
I like that logic.
Yeah, I can get with it.
Does this matter?
Yes.
Oh.
We are currently up by 1 with 3 questions.
Score is 0-0-0. They all matter.
It doesn't matter to me. I don't know if you were pulling the room.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
If
I like
it's, war pigeon, warhawk, sure. Let's do it.
I'm sorry, no.
Damn it.
Amateur disc namers.
All right, final round. Jamin, Alex, and Ryan have 10 points. Corey and Randy at 9. Eric and Evan at 3.
So there's still a chance.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Corey and Randy, category 1, 2, or 3. They're all question 6s.
I'm thinking 3.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got that one, but yeah.
Yeah, I agree, but I still think at least we have one
Yeah.
word, hopefully, in this one.
Work it out. Like Kanye's workout
yeah.
plan. Not like Kanye's workout plan, actually. If you know the lyrics.
Not like-
No, never mind. Not like Pat, yeah, we'll go with number 3, please. Thank you.
Question 6, category 3. What is the name of the mobile, massively multiplayer online role-playing game first launched in 2008 for Android, iOS, and Windows Mobile? In World of Warcraft, it's also the name of the main horde settlement on Draenor, found on the north end of the island of Ashran. What is the name of the mobile, massively multiplayer online role-playing game first launched in 2008 for Android, iOS, and Windows Mobile? In World of Warcraft, it's also the name of the main horde settlement on Draenor, found on the north end of the island of Ashran.
Do you have any guesses?
I know it, but it's not coming to me right now.
I mean, my first guess was Warhammer, but don't
no,
really
I
like
don't
that.
think that's it.
The RPG part was throwing me.
I figure if anybody would get it, it would be Randy, but
I know I feel
would say
really
War
bad
Thunder.
right now. All right. Mobile game from, we were in high
2008.
school?
Wait, what the fuck?
Oh, wow. I wasn't playing. I didn't even have a smartphone. Jesus.
Not
Wait,
Warcraft.
who had a smartphone in 2008? This is crazy.
I had a Windows smartphone.
I had a flip phone.
Damn. Or
iPhone came out in 2007.
not
It's nuts.
War
Just saying.
Clan, War Helm, War.
Think of an orc word. Oh, you never even saw the the third Lord of the Rings movie.
Yeah, this is Lord of the
Isn't
Rings.
there one scene?
Should take his man card.
He did see the Warcraft movie.
Hey, he said he
He
saw
did.
67% of Lord of the Rings, guys.
Yeah.
Back off.
At least.
I don't know. Return of the King is like 40% of the movie. 3 endings.
Have you said any guesses yet, Randy?
No, dude, I'm freaking out
I've
right
thrown
now
out
because like I
words.
played the hell out of this expansion on
Are
World of
your
Warcraft.
Warcraft nerd friends going to be mad at you? No, because
they're
they don't
so
listen
nice.
to this.
Yeah,
Wait, did we get a repeat yet?
Cat may divorce him, you know.
I can give you one.
not because of this though.
Listen up, Randy. We need this repeat.
All right, one more repeat.
What is the name of the mobile, massively multiplayer online role-playing game first launched in 2008 for Android, iOS, and Windows Mobile? In World of Warcraft is also the name of the main horde settlement on Draenor, found on the north end of the island of Ashran.
Oh, wait a second. Dude, is this the? I don't know.
10
if this is
seconds.
the expansion.
5
or not.
seconds.
Oh my
3
god.
seconds.
All right, let's go. We're going. Oh my god. Nope, don't got it.
War Thunder. War Thunder.
Yep, we're going War Thunder. Unfortunately,
Eric and Evan, what is the name of the mobile, massively multiplayer online role-playing game first launched in 2008 for Android, iOS, and Windows Mobile? In World of Warcraft, it's also the name of the main horde settlement on Draenor, found on the north end of the island of Ashran.
Warhammer is my best guess, Eric. I don't know this one, but
Yeah, it was definitely not World of Warcraft.
I feel like Warhammer is a game, but I thought it was like Space Marines. But
Isn't that Doom?
good point. Good point.
I was kind of joking because like Halo is also Space Marines. Like any of those games they're all Space Marines.
Neither of which have war in the title. I
War
guess I
Pigs
wasn't really.
Was there like
I liked Warhammer before Randy said it and then discarded it. So if anything, it would be nice to steal that answer from
you know
him.
what? I love that for that reason because I got nothing.
You guys good?
Mm-hmm.
Jamin, Alex, and Ryan, what is the name of the mobile, massive multiplayer online role-playing game first launched in 2008 for Android, iOS, and Windows Mobile? In World of Warcraft is also the name of the main horde settlement on Draenor, found on the north end of the island of Ashran.
Pat's like, I'm glad this is the last time I'm reading my questions.
Ever.
I got 2 guesses.
I had War Thunder as my guess, so go for it.
What do you got?
Well, I think there's a game called Warzone, and I think there's also a Warframe.
Warframe.
I feel like Warzone is isn't that a game?
I don't know.
Warframe definitely is a game, but I wouldn't think it meets any of the other criteria.
I was going to say a gateway disc, the War Chief.
Oh, it's a disc.
Right. That's like, I think Matt Cully.
Warlock, also another one.
Yeah, I got nothing. Warzone sounded the best to me as far as games, but that feels like a little bit on the nose for like a settlement.
The MMORPG part makes me think War Chief. And like a mobile thing, you're going to be controlling an army. It's not like, you know what I mean? It's not going to...
I like War Chief, and it's a disc, so I'm good with that.
It's
and how many other were discs?
It's a steal, and nobody else can guess after this anyways.
True. Let's go for it.
Sounds good.
War Chief?
Yep.
Oh, Jamin, you were so close. We're looking for the War Spear.
Oh, fuck. It's a
Gateway Disc Sports, February 6th, 2015.
Wow.
Right direction.
Warhammer's pretty close, too.
That is not ringing a bell for me. I'm like struggling to think of what.
It was a PvP zone, I believe.
Oh.
You guys were right. Warhammer is like Space Marines and stuff like that, too.
Well,
Warhammer.
no, it's Warhammer 40K.
40K.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, obviously.
The original Warhammer is old fantasy.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Evan and Eric, category 1 or category 2? Question 6 in either.
2.
Yep.
Question 6, category 2. What weapon, often theorized to be in possession of secret government agencies, is a key element of conspiracy theories about weather control and targeted energy attacks, and was famously worked on by inventor Nikola Tesla? What weapon, often theorized to be in the possession of secret government agencies, is a key element of conspiracy theories about weather control and targeted energy attacks, and was famously worked on by inventor Nikola Tesla?
I don't know. Death Ray?
Such a dope name for a disc.
I don't know. And not to wander off, but I think of Tesla in when he was played by David Bowie, but in that movie all he made was a teleporter. So I got nothing better than Death Ray.
Eric?
One more time, sorry, Pat.
What weapon, often theorized to be in the possession of secret government agencies, is a key element of conspiracy theories about weather control and targeted energy attacks, and was famously worked on by inventor Nikola Tesla?
So, I mean, Tesla obviously was, electricity, but he also, not cloud seed. That's crazy. Could it be energy waves?
Pat, is this a 10-point question?
Yeah.
I don't know if you said that already or
You
not.
might not win, but if you get it right, you can limit the amount of points the other teams can get to win.
I do love Death Ray.
Yeah, it's a sick word.
You know what? Let's do it.
You want to go with Death Ray?
Yes, we do.
Can you be more specific?
Probably.
Laser Death Ray?
Do you have a follow-up question?
What type
Ryan
of Death
knows.
Ray?
What type of death
Hopefully
ray?
a quick one. Laser?
I don't know. DC, right?
You're on the right track.
Electric?
Yeah, right. It would be.
Sorry, it's been a long trivia round for me, and I'm not doing well here.
But where was the electricity generated?
Crushing it.
A Tesla death ray, a Tesla coil, battery powered. I'm sorry. If it's obvious,
Just
I'm
go
not getting it.
I guess go electric. I don't know.
I guess I can't be more specific tonight.
Let's go laser Death Ray.
You good with that, Evan? Laser Death
Yeah,
Ray?
I'm good with anything he said.
Jamin, Alex, and Ryan. What weapon, often theorized to be in the possession of secret government agencies, is a key element of conspiracy theories about weather control and targeted energy attacks, and was famously worked on by inventor Nikola Tesla?
Solar death ray?
I think he's more of like an electromagnetic type of guy, right? It couldn't be like, it has to be Death Ray. It can't be Tesla coil or anything, right? Because he said what type of Death Ray.
I mean, solar makes sense. The question also mentions weather-based things, so yeah.
Solar.
How many other death rays are there?
I just got
Hopefully
it.
0.
Is this a Marvel Comics question, Jamin? Are you asking me in like a comic book sense?
Oh, no.
Sounds good. Solar Death Ray.
Sure.
I'm down.
You guys agree?
Yep.
Is the solar death ray a disc?
Oh, wow.
Obviously.
Way to go, Jamin.
Is it a disc? I'm going to say no, especially because we have to be supposed to specific. That's just way too much.
Yeah. I
You
don't
don't
know.
think that's exactly why it is a disc? Because Doomsday probably makes it?
Alex, what do you think?
I mean, if it was just Death Ray, I would have said yes, it's a disc. Now that it's Solar Death Ray, it feels like it's not a disc, but why would he have us be more specific?
Right.
I'm going to say it is a disc.
Let's go yes.
Doomsday Discs, December 26th,
Let's go.
2023.
That's
for the win.
a tough one to steal on.
I'd like to point out that Skull and Bones probably also falls as an answer for that question.
It's too
The
late, Eric.
Illuminati one?
Not that it matters. I'm just saying.
Final question for Jamin, Alex, and Ryan. The name Antares, what arachnid's main star means rival of Mars because of its red color? The name Antares, what arachnid's main star means rival of Mars because of its red color?
Best of luck, gentlemen.
Question 6, category 1. This is for you.
I know.
Say it one more time.
The name Antares, which arachnid's main star means rival of Mars because of its red color?
I have no clue.
So is it a constellation?
No, it's
Sorry, I
a
missed the
star.
question.
Is it Sirius?
star.
Is Sirius a red star?
What's a dog star?
Yeah.
It's a star in a constellation.
Could be.
Aries? Isn't that like, I'm just trying.
Antares is in the question.
Okay, so essentially we're looking for the constellation. The name in Antares, which arachnid's main star, so which arachnid, which
Right.
makes
We're
up the
looking for
constellation, means
right.
river of Mars because of its red color.
Right.
Rival.
Poor wording on the question.
Nah.
So what are the constellations named after spiders? Or arachnids, which apparently are not just spiders, according to Randy.
Is
Which
a
are also
crab an
apparently
arachnid?
animals.
Yeah, crab has. That's what I
So
would.
it'd be
Oh!
Don't
Oh,
even
yeah. Cancer.
with crabs.
Cancer. Yeah.
Cancer.
You going with
Cancer
Cancer?
makes sense to me. Yep.
Yep.
Corey and Randy, the name Antares, which arachnid's main star means rival of Mars because of its red color. And this is a special 4-pointer.
You know this one, Randy?
No.
I was gonna make.
I was struggling to understand the question for half an hour there.
Not a big space guy.
Is it like rip to the zodiac signs real quick. I know you know them.
Gemini, Cancer, Leo.
No, yeah, you got them all. I don't think there's a spider one.
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
Daddy long legs.
Yeah, it's a Black Widow.
Oh, shit.
Oh, out of nowhere.
Yeah. I think I figured it out.
Sounds like it's Black Widow, Pat. We'll take that.
I don't think it's Black Widow.
Sounds like it's our question.
What are you guys going with?
Guess we're going with Black Widow for some reason.
Eric and Evan?
Scorpio?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it if you like it.
Is the Scorpio or Scorpius a disc?
It's so obvious
Yes.
now.
Damn, Corey, if
Let's
only
go.
you knew them all.
I think it is.
It sounds like a great disc name.
Millennium Golf Discs, May 20th, 2012. The Scorpius.
Yay.
But we also took Scorpio.
And on a high note,
Good game,
And not bad,
fellas.
Randy. We beat the other two some, and we lost to the 3-some barely.
Yeah.
We got 12-9. Jamin, Alex, and Randy had 12. Jamin, Alex, and
I'm on all the
Ryan
teams. I
had
win.
12. Corey and Randy had 9. Eric and Evan had 5. And I kind of threw Evan early, so I apologize, Evan. Having a Marvel question for the first
Yep.
question,
I absolutely thought it was a Marvel category, and that just
that was intentional
Yeah.
to throw you off. I 100% did that.
well played, sir. Well played.
It was twofold. It was to throw you off, but also to introduce, hey, this category begins with war.
Yeah.
And maybe I shouldn't have had War Bonnet second, but would anybody have gotten it if they knew war?
I've never even heard
No.
the phrase war bonnet before.
Never.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
makes me feel better. Nobody got it.
any birthdays coming up?
My dad's birthday is today, Joel Potts, and then my mom's birthday is in 2 days on the 13th, Mindy Potts.
Happy birthday, Potses.
When you say today, you mean like the 11th.
Yes.
Okay.
The day we are recording.
And then you said your mom's is in 2 days?
Correct.
Okay, so both of them before we finish. Okay, no, I was just...
And Dave Moore on the 14th, one half of the locally famous Durrell group, Dave Moore and Earl Steenberg. But yeah, shout out Dave.
Also, we got Brian Heller. His birthday's in 3 days. I guess that's Thursday. And Andrew Barger.
Skylands Pimp.
Brian Heller and Andrew Barger in 3 days. They share a birthday.
Nice.
Any others?
I'll just say I appreciate all the new interview questions that you new kids have came up with. It's nice. Evan, I love the question about the albums. Always fun to hear what people are listening to.
Thanks.
Well, thank you, Evan, Corey, Randy, Alex, Ryan, Jamin, Eric, and thanks for the rules question, Jason and Solito.
It's bad.
Thanks.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, everybody. I did want to comment, Eric. I'm not a huge fan of those memes.
Okay. All right.
Get out of here.
I actually graduated with Paul Jr.
Oh, no way.
No
Wow,
shit.
that makes sense.
I used to love that show.
I thought you just meant like memes in general. You mean Orange County memes?
Yeah.
Oh, so specifically Orange County Chopper memes, because I loved that show. Yeah, that's a awesome connection. I can only imagine growing up with that guy. It just seems so relevant to Randy's point last week or 2 weeks ago.
I didn't get the reference.
It was just about lunch breaks being long sometimes, not specifically just porcupine, but how sometimes it can take it out of you. It went over your head. So you have to explain the joke, then.
Yeah. I mean, it was also kind of the conversation we had with Randy at Heiser.
True.
During the raffle, joking that there was a whole second round after the raffle.
Yeah, like longest lunch break ever.
Exactly.
There was a second round? I thought that...
No,
there wasn't.
Somebody jokingly said there was, and the look of terror that crossed Randy's face was just priceless.
We probably finished at like 2:30 and left at what, like 4:30, 4:15 maybe?
I was like the last one in the parking lot, yeah.
Well, our round was done at 12:30, right? Like
No.
We
it's almost 11.
Oh, that's right.
I don't want to jump ahead, but I want to remember to talk about the shotgun start.
How there was a shotgun range down the road.
Well, yeah, we were hearing shots, and we're like, oh, okay, we should go. And Jamie's like, wait, was that 2? Is there a 2-minute warning? Is he going to do another one? And then we realized we were just hearing like random gunfire because it wasn't loud enough to be Morgan, we didn't think.
Yeah, that got Jess as well.
Okay, so not just our card.
Yeah, it was not. Yeah, it was too many shots. A crime could have been being committed. It was just kind of overlooked.
Corey, do you know what time it is?
7:35, baby. Miller time.
Right on cue.
Nailed it.
Miller NA.
I'm enjoying an Athletic NA right now. Athletic Brewing.
Oh, which one?
It's the
Golden
light,
Ale?
actually. No, I'm trying the light.
I think they nailed it with the Golden Ale.
Yeah, everything I've had, their IPAs I've really enjoyed. Trying to watch
my God,
my
I can't think
calories.
of something worse than an NA beer snob.
An NA IPA snob. This could be my new personality.
Speaking of cracking beers, I've always wondered this. Evan, did you work at the Ruck around 2008?
Yeah, I worked at the Ruck for about 10 years.
Okay.
It was like a different lifetime at this point, but I absolutely did.
Okay. So you definitely didn't serve me any beers underage alongside Trevor and Nuz and...
That would be illegal.
No, it's good that we didn't do that. For sure.
Certainly not.
Yeah, I still get recognized as like, hey, did you work at the Ruck? And it's been a while at this point, but we had good times.
As long as you stole the blue cheese recipe, that's all that matters.
Eric, how's the blue cheese I make for the team challenge matches?
Honestly, grade A.
Yeah,
it's he remembered it after all these years. Does
it sound like something that like he couldn't have naturally come up with by himself? Or?
Well, here's the thing.
It's special.
He still makes special. It's still good. He still makes it himself. Shit,
that recipe originally came from El Dorado, but even then, it was never formalized. They always just kind of eyeballed it. And when I started working there, that did not work for my brain at all. I was like, can we get a food scale, please? And like make up actually write down a recipe so that when we have these kids coming into work, everybody's doing it the same way. So I will not say that I invented the recipe, but I do take credit for kind of codifying it and making it like, and so yes, I did take it with me and I make it to this day for special occasions.
Well, I can't wait for a team challenge match up there.
Heck
I
yeah.
get to, experience the blue cheese again.
Evan's also really just spreadsheet, like just loves spreadsheets. So like, you ever need it done, he's your guy.
No, if the Alex and even Tim Goyette are way better than me. Like I'm decent at Excel, but other people have like way more tricks. I'm sure Corey can rock a spreadsheet with his eyes closed.
Yeah, as long as you're don't do any pivot table action. Yeah, I get some stuff.
Yeah, that stuff that gets crazy. My old boss could do that stuff.